we can rise up. And that's why Hacienda Ford is offering 0 interest for 72 months and 0 payments for 90 days on any new vehicle on our lot to get you going where you need to be. Hacienda has it.
Friday Night Lights in Bogus Stadium.
Shop online at the Google Store.
Stadium, Aaron Signs here in the booth with Joe Bowling. Joe, it's going to be an exciting night of football. Bird Bowl, 26th edition.
Here we are, baby. Thank you, Aaron Signs. I'm Joe Bowling with you here, and as the teams are getting ready to make their way on the football field, there's a lot of excitement in this one. Doesn't matter what the records are. There's a lot of excitement in this football game anyway, Aaron. But this year, you got both teams saying we can win this football game, and the talent is there to back it up.
I tell you what, I said earlier before the game, it is talent versus tradition, all right? And so I'm not going to get in trouble for that one. Both things are good, right? Talent on the Harlingen South side. They have young talent, juniors. They have sophomores in the squad. They're bringing a talented team here to the stadium tonight. But if we look at tradition, Joe, right? Harlingen High, they have the upper hand in Bird Bowl competitions. And so to me, it is all going to be about talent versus tradition.
And the talent goes on the field first. That's in the name of the Harlingen South Hawks, and they are amped up to the nth degree. And here come the Cardinals out on the field as the visitors tonight here at Bogus Stadium. And they, too, will bring tradition, and they'll bring pride, which is another big word that needs to be used describing the way these teams will approach this game. And then you talk about postseason. Both teams are eyeing postseason berths. The Harlingen South Hawks are still eyeballing a shot at a share of a district title. So, Aaron, there's things riding on this thing: tradition, talent, pride, and then more importantly, playoffs. And these teams want to get geared up for a team they know is also a playoff team.
That's right. And I tell you what, Harlingen South is coming in with some momentum, right? They're coming out with the 2-1 record. So they're sitting probably for the first time in a long time with a better record than Harlingen High. And they have Brownsville Hannah in their sights, but not so fast. They've got the Cardinals. They've got that other bird before they're going to get to that potential district title. So they have to have a big showing tonight. They've got to win tonight if they're going to have a shot at that district title next week. Harlingen, talk about pride. They're playing for pride. Battery Light Oil did not go so well this year. Finally got back on track against Los Fresnos last week, and they're here tonight to show that they are the pride of Harlingen.
I was at that Battle of the Arroyo game against the San Benito Greyhounds, and the Harlingen Cardinals, if you script it out, were a couple of plays away from finishing off some plays, stopping some drives, and having an opportunity to win that game on the road at San Benito. Fans look at the final score of that game and think, well, they just didn't have enough. I was there. I saw a 4th and 11 completed that had it not been a completed pass. Harlingen had the football, down 7 with momentum. That game was anyone's game. Now you're looking at a team that's coming in here trying to get on a roll. Cardinals will be kicking off. They did win the kickoff. And welcome again to our live coverage. It's live audio on a Friday night. Thank you, UIO. Kickoff in the direction of the left side, fielded by the Hawks inside their 10, trying to get to the right side, middle of the field, the 15, now to the 20 with some room and a wall. 25-30, 35-yard line, out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and that's how we started off.
So Harlingen, they shot down their gunners, if you will, closest to us on the press box side, and what they did was he just did a great job of avoiding those gunners coming on his left. He went to the right where the speed wasn't, and he found a great gap on the right-hand side, and that is a great start for Harlingen South.
Harlingen South has the football, 1st and 10. They mark it down at the 36-yard line, and already Coach Manny Gomez is trying to talk to his defensive troops, saying, get in place. There's some playmakers out here that can make some plays right out of the gate. Hawks bring it out. First possession of this football game. We're just underway here on a beautiful night for football. There's a slight breeze blowing. It shouldn't affect anything as far as the aerial attack or the kicking game. Shotgun formation, single back in the backfield for the Hawks on a 1st down play. They wanted to come out here and get a quick start in motion, left to right, and now they'll take it. Penalty flag on the 1st down play, and a running play goes nowhere.
Offside there in the Harlingen Cardinals, a defensive end on the far side of the field. He jumped just across. Talk about that emotion in the game. They're excited. They're amped up. They're ready to do some battle here in the field. Talked about earlier before the game that it is going to be one in the trenches. So number 90, that is somebody to watch out for the Harlingen Cardinals. That is Tristan Garcia. He is like an all-valley type defensive end. He just gets a little bit jumpy there. He gets across the line of scrimmage, and South will take advantage and get a 5-yard penalty.
First penalty of the football game, and that's how it starts off. And again, we talked about things that the Hawks need to do as we were down on the field watching these teams warm up, and one of those is make sure the first quarter you're competitive, if not in the lead, at the end of the first 12 minutes. 1st and 5 for the Hawks, man in motion left to right. They'll settle down in the slot, take the snap, hand off, and here comes Quiroz running, has some room out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That should be close to first down yardage by about a half yard.
So what Harlingen's going to want to do here early is try to open up that South defense. The strength of, the Cardinal defense, South is going to want to open that up. And the strength of the Cardinal defense is on that defensive line. They've got a bunch of hosses right down there. Control them, and you get some space to run for Quiroz.
Emilio Quiroz was the guy that's carried the football, his first carry of the night. Now a fumble on the snap. Hawks recover, but they're going to lose a couple of yards on this play.
Offensive guard doing a great job of being aware, because that could have been easily Cardinal football. Good thing it's on a fresh setter down, so he's able to recover it for his team. 2nd down coming up for the Hawks.
Got decoyed there by the chain gang. At first they had it spotted short, and then they changed it to first down. So that was a first down play. Loss of 2. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Hawks. And the last thing you want to do is go negative on a drive early on and start being predictable from the offensive perspective. Out of the shotgun for the Hawks. They'll hand the ball off. A quarterback keeps it. Rolling right-hand side, swings it. Got a man caught outside the 42. Quickly covered up with a nice open field tackle.
They got Christian Cortez. He's kind of the H-back, and what he does is he's on a close side of the field. He goes in motion. They're able to dump it out on the flat side, but the Cardinals did an excellent job there, running a spy kind of. That linebacker had his eyes on number 27. That is a play that they like to go to quite a bit. Cardinals did a great job of sniffing that one up. 3rd down and 13 coming up for the Hawks.
Ends up, Will gave him a gain of a yard, but that's a gift as far as yardage gain. Quarterback, David Torres for the Hawks, keeps the single back in the backfield on this 3rd down play, 3rd and long. Will they come after him? No, they back off. Having time to throw, gets rid of the ball, has a man downfield outside the 50 into Cardinal territory, short of first down yardage on a completed pass to Derek Delgado.
That is Delgado, one of their 2 big prime receivers, and he does a great job. He's able to get separation from that cornerback on a quick comeback route, gets spacing, allows David Torres to put it right there where only he could catch it, and a nice pickup for the Hawks.
Torres now looks to be going for it on 4th and 4 from the Harlingen Cardinal 49-yard line. They got to get it inside the 45 to get a first down. 16 on the play clock. Hawks looking to the sideline. Will they indeed take a snap here and gamble on their first possession? Looks like that's not the case. They'll drop a little deeper back. David Torres from a rugby-style kick will get a punt away. A wobbly kick. No one back to return it. Takes a Hawk bounce and dies inside the 20. Cardinals will take over at the 15.
Great job there by Cortez, right? And so that's the best. That's
here in the 5th.
Welcome to another edition of RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Freddie Lea, alongside Jack Scroggin, our color commentator, and of course our camera operator, Bert Ruiz, as we have Westlaco taking on Mission Eagles. Mission is being coached by head coach Rico Martinez and assisted by Jaime de la Garza. For Westlaco, they got some height. They looking at them at pregame. We got about 3:25 left as we start the third game of the day on a Friday at the 7th annual Hidalgo Classic from Hidalgo, Texas. Jack was here yesterday. Jack, what kind of action did you see yesterday?
Well, Westlaco's a very fast-paced team, and sharpshooters all over the place for Westlaco. So Westlaco is a team that likes to get out in transition and move the ball quickly down the court as fast as they can. And at the same time, they got sharpshooters along the wings that spread the defense wide open.
Now, did you see Mission yesterday play any games here at this main gym? Did you get a chance in those 3 games that you did? Did you happen to see these guys? Did you see South San? Did you see anybody else?
Did not get a chance to see Mission, the Mission Vets, no. Or Mission Eagles either. Did not see either of those teams, but I did get to see the Westlaco team, and they are a very energetic and good offensive team.
Now, defensive-wise, do they play a zone 2-3 zone, or do they play a man-up type of defense for that transition? You said that they're good at transitioning into offense. Does the defense transition into offense for them?
They come out in a man defense, but a lot of times they'll come out with a press and use a full court press up against and force a lot of turnovers, which is another versatile part of their game.
There you go. So some words from Jack Scroggin. He is a student, and he is helping us out. RealSportsLive.com is live from the 7th Annual Hidalgo Pirate Classic. As we got a slate of games today on a Friday in December. You know, once the calendar hits December, you got football playoffs, and then you got basketball. And for the most part, in December, you got big tournaments. The other tournament here in the area is over at Los Fresnos, where our partner Joe Bowling is out there. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's very easy. There's a subscribe button. You press it, you subscribe, you get notifications. Also go to our website, realsportslive.com. As we got Westlaco in their purple and white. Westlaco also had a run. I believe they lost in the second round of the playoffs in football. Mission, I believe they were tied for 4, or they got in 4th, and they lost in the first round. As we talked to Coach Martinez, Rico Martinez, he's got a young squad. He's got some seniors, but he's got some underclassmen, and he likes the way they're developing. So on the court for Westlaco, they're going to start off with number 4, Safi Laself. Number 32 will be tipping it off, and that's Rezaraga, Alexis Rezaraga. Number 34, Louis Garcia for Mission. And number 24, Isaiah Garcia. Number 20, Matt Casanova. And number 3, Caleb Ibarra for Westlaco. Over on the other side, Mission has Tito Moranta. Number 13, Ray Garcia. Number 20, Martin Vasquez. I mentioned Louis Garcia will be tipping it off. And number 4, I believe, Sifontes. And controlled by Mission. That's Sifontes for Mission. Garcia at the top will be driving it in. And he is fouled. So quickly, number 32 gets a foul. That's Alexis Izraga. Will get the foul. And
Forever memories, antiques, and collectibles.
There.
Yeah, good take there by Louis Garcia to the lane. A very aggressive take, and there was no stopping him there.
Yeah, he took it strong to the hole, right side, and 2 for 2. Trip to the free throw line. That's LaSelf bringing it up the court. Will be met by Moranta, and a jumper for LaSelf, and 2 quickly tied. Now they're in that not a full court, but they're in a half court press, so to speak. As Moranta found the mismatch down low as number 13, Ray Garcia, had position down there on number 3, Ibarra brings it up, being met by
Your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's forever memories, antiques, and collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Looking down low, now finds number 20 inside to Izraga. Now back out to Casanova. Casanova drives it in. Garcia drives it baseline and gets blocked by Ray Garcia. Controlled. Back comes the Eagles.
Have been the better second half team so far this season.
Hawks send Austin Montalvo back to return this kick. The kick is in the left side direction. Same place as the first kick. Same type of return set up to the right side. Now middle of the field, up across the 20, back to the 22. Not near as good a field position for the start of the drive. Hawks have the football on the return by Gabriel Perez.
Yeah, and again, they try to go to that right-hand side, and because the Cardinals' strength of speed, if you will, is on the left-hand side, and so that returner trying to get some space out there. Again, like you said, not as good as that first return, and so they'll be taking this ball over at the 22-yard line. They'll have a little bit more field to work with, but the Southhawks in their first drive showed that they can move the chains, that they can move the ball on the Cardinal defense.
Cleans up the board. That's Garcia.
Here again.
Torres and the Hawks had 11 yards of offense on their first drive. They ended up having a stall right about the midfield area. On first down, penalty flags flying on the running play that goes right side for about 2 yards. That's usually offside.
Yeah, and that'll be the second time that a drive starts for South with a penalty in their favor if it is an offside penalty as well. So that jumpiness right there by that defensive line, trying to get a little quick step off the ball, because I know that they want to put some pressure on Torres.
Second penalty against the Cardinals, and as Aaron said, each time was to start a drive. I'm Joe Bowling. This is Aaron Sines, and thanks again for joining us here on a live audio broadcast. Those that will watch the replay, you'll say, man, they're talking a lot. They got to give a radio presentation. I had people calling me from as far away as Dallas that were trying to tune in this game. Running play for the Hawks. Across the 30, 35-yard line. Down to the 40-yard line. Corbin Hendricks first carry, and he gains 15.
Off the front of the rim,
thunder and lightning. Corbin Hendricks being the thunder part of that 1-2 punch for him and Quiroz. And he can run the ball, folks. He does a great job finding space on the left-hand side. First down.
First down play for the Hawks. 2 receivers right side. They'll go with a hurry-up offense. Torres waits for the snap. Now they'll look to the sideline and slow it down. Play clock at 22. Plenty of time to get this play off for the Hawks. That's their biggest play from scrimmage on a 15-yard carry by Hendrick. Now they'll run it off left tackle, and here comes another penalty. Gain of 2. Now we'll sort it out on the penalty side.
So it seems that the Southhawks are finding some area on the outside of tackle. And so this time they try to take it up the middle. Not much there. Each time so far they're trying to go in between tackle. They've had no gain. Their strength has been on the outside.
Another offside call against the Harlingen Cardinals. And so 5 more free yards. You add up the 3 penalties, it's 15. That's what the Hawks got on that defensive penalty against them. Now we're evened up on the penalty yards. First and 5 for the Hawks. And man, if you're a coach, you love this first and 5
Casanova
stuff.
now to
Third time the Hawks have had that here in the first quarter. Still 4:45 remaining in the first quarter of the game. 3-0 your score. Harlingen on top. South with the football. They'll run the option. And the receiver tries to get to the right-hand side. Takes it upfield. Crosses the midfield strike. Down to the Cardinal 44, a 9-yard gain.
And that was number 12. That's Gabriel Pettis on the carry. That's a wide receiver end around. And again, folks, he's finding space on the edge of that defense. He's finding space on the outside of the tackles. And that is kind of the sweet spot right now, it seems, for Harlingen South earlier in their first 2 drives, is getting the ball, getting outside of tackle, finding space, and it's there, Joe. They're racking up first downs almost every time they hit outside tackle.
Give a credit of 9 yards on the carry for Gabriel Perez.
Still looking to
first and 10. This is about where the drive stalled the first time they had their hands on the football. 4:07 left here in the first quarter. Man in motion right to left. They'll hand it off. Right side running with a little room inside the 45 down to the Cardinal 43. Hendrick on the carry. Gain 4.
This is go to the body. So it's like they're going to the body, going to the inside, in the middle of the tackles. And then they'll throw that hook. They'll go on the outside. And so this seems to be kind of the game plan for South. They're controlling the clock right now in the first quarter. And they keep hitting that body up the middle, but then they spring it to the outside. And don't forget, do not sleep if you're listening right now. Do not sleep on these big receivers on the outside. Delgado and Bennett, who seem to be in man-to-man coverage, a little bit of safety help, but do not sleep on them.
Hawks now with 30 yards of offense. Have it on 2nd and 6. Running play right-hand side. That's got some room inside the 40-yard line. Down to the Cardinal 37. Drive moving forward. 3rd and short coming up.
You got the punch to the body, and here comes the hook. And Quiroz now is the hook. He's able to get outside the tackle and find some space there. Averaging, if I had to guess, 6-7 yards per carry once they get outside that tackle box. And here's that 1-2 punch, that thunder and lightning. Got Corbin Hendrick. You got Emilio Quiroz.
Hawks on 5 carries, 26 yards on the ground. That's right at 5.2 yards per touch, and most of those yards gained on the outside runs. For Hendrick, he's got 19 yards in the game. Quiroz on that carry, 2 carries, 9 yards. 3rd and short for the Hawks. And they'll run it left side. Hit hard, and down he goes. He'll not get the first down.
Is he still in the
folks,
NBA?
I'm looking out here at the wide receivers. You got Bennett, who's one-on-one on the outside. You got to get him the football in these situations. It's 3rd and short. Throw a little mid-route. Get him the ball on the outside and let him make that first down. And even more, there's no safety help right there. But they go to the body again that time. And this time the Cardinals tighten up, and they don't let anything happen in that box.
Quiroz on the carry. Doesn't gain yard. Matter of fact, he lost one. And so
into the play, number 21.
And a decision time for the Hawks, 4th and 3. Is this go for it time, Aaron Signs? You're at your opponent's 39.
I say yes. I think this is the time. In a short punt, you're flirting with that goal line.
2:55 left here in the first quarter.
Lines up in a shotgun. Play clock down to 5. He takes a snap. They're going for it. Quiroz runs right-hand side. Hit it. Down he goes. The Cardinals get a stop.
I tell you what, again, folks, they try to run right on the inside of that tackle. That has not been the strength so far, Harlingen South. They're picking up more yards outside of tackle. They try to go up the gut that time. Nothing doing. This is a defensive battle so far here in the first quarter, folks. It is a great game, and both defenses came to play tonight.
Gabriel Martinez made the stop for the Cardinals, and turnover on downs. Harlingen Cardinals take over at their own 41-yard line. You get better field position than you had the first time up. You got a 3-0 lead. Minute 58 left here. We talked about the end of the first quarter. Hawks need to not allow a score on this drive. It's not panic. No. So you don't want to start getting down by a couple of scores. Shotgun formation for Galvan. Hands off. No, he fakes a pass. Running. Nearly picked up, but it's caught across the midfield stripe. That's a first down. What a great ball fake by Galvan. Completed pass, first down.
Talk about improvisation right there, because usually when they run this set, they put 2 receivers out on both sides and they stack them behind each other. And what happens is they like to run those wide receiver bubble screens on that one. The screen got blown up there. The cornerbacks did a good job. They didn't allow for that screen, but somehow Galvan found space to get that pass off and got some good yards.
Got it to Damon Cantu, who now has a couple of catches for 23 yards on the game. Galvan, meanwhile, now 4 of 7 for 39 yards. Drops back to throw again. Design pass play, looking right side. Caught. Big hit delivered. Football comes out incomplete pass.
I've got to call out that number 21. That is Isaac Moreno. And that was a perfectly timed hit, folks. A great-looking tackle as well. He waited right as soon as he tried to catch that football. He popped it right out. Incomplete pass. That secondary is shining right now.
Damon Cantu, the intended receiver, and he'll feel that hit. If he doesn't feel it already, he'll feel it later on the sidelines. It's a big crowd down there. We're up in the press box. Here it is, 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Galvan for the Cardinals.
Getting
low
that
snap,
loose ball.
looks left, now looks
driving
left
it,
again, going for the
getting
deep
that
ball,
easy
downfield,
bucket.
tipped and caught. Cardinals, touchdown on the tip drill. Justin Galvan reels it in.
To
I was
Rodriguez.
about to say, what a
Inside.
defensive play by
To the
Enrique
self.
Alvarado. I'm watching the
Puts it in
replay here,
for
folks.
2.
I'm going to paint it for you. Alvarado goes
11,
up. He high points a
8,
football. I thought it was for sure
138 left
interception in and out
here
of
in
his
the first
hands
quarter.
and into the hands of number 26, Justin Galvan.
Moranta.
Look what I found. I found a
Being
football and I
guarded
found a
by
touchdown.
himself.
Touchdown Cardinals.
For Jaime Galvan,
Stops
he's
and
now
pops.
5 of
Misses.
9, 87
Garcia
yards and a
grabs the rebound.
touchdown. And again, it was
Inside
all
to
on the
Salinas.
concentration on the receiver
trying to get
side.
the cutting.
It wasn't about the delivery of the
Garcia.
pass. It was definitely a ball that could have been picked. Extra point coming up
11-8
for the
score.
Cardinals. Minute 36 left.
That one on foul on 15.
Wait for the snap. Good
JJ
one. Ball is
Banderas.
down. Kick is away. Long, high, and good. Cardinals
Who
up
else did you
10-0.
see
Minute
yesterday in those
36
three
to
games
go.
that you covered?
I
Vasquez
tell you
for
what,
3
you know what?
and gets all of those.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires. With financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Nice assist, but could not finish the play. That was number 24.
Gets the scales tipped on bounces.
Tons of
Now the Hawks get the ball for a third time here in this first quarter of play. I said it the last time. It wasn't panic. You have to score time. Is it now, though? 10-0 down, Aaron.
I think it's getting to that point because the Cardinals, what they can do is with Galvan at the helm, they're able to take a lot of time off the clock. He can sit on that football. He can wait for the play clock to go down to single digits and then just run the ball, get 4 or 5 yards. And so if you give the ball to him in a clock management situation, you can run out a lot of time and retain a lead that you have.
Cardinals kick it off for a third time here in the first quarter. Jacob Powell makes it up in this press box. How you doing, sir? Long kickoff in the direction, middle of the field this time. Hawks return it up the middle. 5, 10, 15, and 20. About right there, it gets stopped. That's where the Hawks take over.
I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement has come early on in these drives. The Cardinals, something to pay attention to. The last 2 drives out, they have jumped off sides multiple times now. And so that is something, I don't know if it's a hard count that the Hawks are running. I don't know if it's the volume down on the field. I don't think it may be that. However, the Cardinals have been stuck on a couple of offside penalties. Interested to see if they jump here. And South has really used those to kind of catapult them. However, they've not been able to score tonight.
Coach Ritchie took a little extra time talking to the offense that time. You could see them down there on the sidelines. Matter of fact, by the time they get on the field, play clock is down to 10. Now down to 9. Going to have to hurry. David Torres,
number 10
takes
takes
time.
the charge.
Play clock down to 3. Waits, takes a snap. Rolls left, penalty flag on the play, looks to throw, has a man caught across the 33. Maybe another offsides in the Cardinals. If it is, that 13-yard gain will stand.
It will, and I think they'll go ahead and say, forget that, we're going to take the catch. And I'm going to tell you what, that what we just saw is the bread and butter of Harlingen South. Of course, with Quiros, and of course, running out of the backfield with that Thunder Lightning. But throw it to your big receivers. I'm watching here, Joe. I'm seeing that the receivers are outmatching those cornerbacks. That is going to be there all night long.
They will decline the penalty.
Temple down.
And so David
now drives it in.
Torres
Can't
has started the game 3 of 3 in the passing department. Minute 23 left here.
Rebound. Put back.
2 catches now by Derek Delgado, who caught that one. He's got 19 yards
the last
in the air.
second
46
putback.
yards of offense for Harlingen South. 26 on the ground, 20 through the air.
Period number 1, first quarter. 16-10 up by 6.
Spot's gonna. I thought he had a first down. Easy
does. They're gonna have to reset these chains here, Joe. They moved it up 5 yards. Yeah, they're fixing it. It's going.
Ball outside the 32-yard line. Play clock or game clock is running at a minute 20. Play clock down to 20. Torres takes the snap, hands it off. Quiros tries to bounce it right side, ran into his own man. Penalty on the play. He gained a yard. Well, lost a yard, was going to lose 2. So he gained a yard, he was going to lose. Now we'll see the penalty.
I love watching Quiros run because he disappears into a pile, folks. I mean, he's probably about 5 foot tall.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweet bread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-sized cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Reaching out right, and then all focus is right there on the ball carrier, so it's a pretty easy call for the official. First down, now 20 yards to go for the Hawks, down to a minute left here in the first quarter. Man in motion right to left, and they'll fake the handoff. Here comes pressure. Torres rolls out, fires it over the middle. Sliding attempt, incompleted pass. Would have got the penalty yards back. Incomplete pass.
Michael San Miguel, they sent him on a blitz from the outside. He was not picked up. Nobody picked him up. And so he came clean to David Torres. David Torres somehow, somewhere, was able to actually make a decent pass. It came close to being a reception there. Great athletic play there, but I'm telling you, those blitzes are going to start to come a little more.
You start to become what I call more predictable. You become a predictable offense, and a defensive-minded coach like Manny Gomez. Advantage swings to the, in this case, visitor side. Hawks now facing 2nd and 20 yards to go. Got to get it outside the 42 for a first down. Torres drops back to throw. Rifles one. Left-hand side, looking for a man. Caught outside the 45. A great catch, and the Hawks move the chains.
Red basket catch for Delgado on the outside. Just a great step there on the cornerback. And I'm watching this replay, folks. I know you can't see it. You're just listening. But it was a beautiful catch. That is like, that is a replay-worthy catch right there.
Get all three of those. Isaiah Garcia.
Someone keeps his feet in.
Quick snap. Here comes Quiroz running to the short side of the field. Going to be wrapped up, and down he goes. Cardinals getting to the outside. No gain on first down.
Quiroz again trying to find that spot now. And that defense is going to shift. One thing about the Cardinals defense with Coach Manny Gomez being that defensive mind, he's going to make adjustments as the quarter goes on. And this time they're trying to make adjustments to spread the field and try to make those running backs run to the sideline.
Quiroz on his first 2 carries had 9 yards on the ground. He's now had 3 consecutive carries of 0 yards
and
on
Garcia,
the stat
coast
sheet
to
here.
coast,
I'm keeping these stats on the fly.
In for
2nd and
the
long,
bucket,
but not near as
as
long
he
as what the
hits the
last second
steal.
down play was.
And
It's
there you
2nd
go,
and 10.
transition.
And right here
The
is that
defense
spot.
transitions
As the first
into
quarter
offense. We'll
comes
be
to an
back
end.
after this. You're listening and you're watching Real Sports
All right,
Live.
Joe. So Bird Bowl number 26.
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
What we missed talking about was that either one of these teams was looking for the ability to gain some confidence in this
Fans,
game.
we want to take this time to thank Alamo Ironworks for helping sponsor this broadcast. Alamo Ironworks for all your industrial steel needs, industrial supplies, steel products, and fabrications. Alamo Ironworks on the Expressway in Edinburgh, Texas.
Further than this thus far. Low snap. Torres did a great job of getting to it, then gets rid of it. 3rd and long coming up.
6:32
for Torres, and Torres just doing a great job there. Basically, that was a coverage deal where the Cardinal coverage was just excellent all over the receivers. He couldn't find anything on the outside, so just dumps it off, trying to, refrain from getting a penalty there. But that kind of shows, when you get into the second and third 10 situations, and you have to go to the pass, and the Cardinals are able to set back.
with him
and say, we're going to guard you really well, and that's what they did.
We talked about the big receivers. Brady Bennett lines up wide right, isolated on an island, man-to-man coverage, and tight coverage at that. He gets past that corner. There's something big for the Hawks.
Inside.
Good snap this time. Torres looks right side. He's got Bennett caught. No.
Rebound.
They blow it dead. There it was. It was right there.
You called that as it was happening. It was amazing. But yeah, penalty on the field, and that's what was about to happen. He was going to catch that.
He was gone, folks. Right that replay, he was gone. It's not that I call them all, Aaron, okay?
You got that one.
So working inside.
3rd and long coming up for the Harlingen South Hawks as they blew that play dead right as the snap occurred.
Just like that, they're down by 1.
Go back to that play if you're the Hawks sometime. I'm certain they're going to look at that. Same setup here as Bennett lines up wide right. This time the safety veers over a little closer to the hash, at least on Bennett's side. Isolated receiver out to the left-hand side. Full house backfield now. And they'll look to throw again to Bennett, looking right side in traffic, tipped away and incomplete. Safety made the move and made the play.
He did. Safety cheated over just a little bit, like you said, and then he was able to provide help to that cornerback who was burned yet again. I mean, really, Bennett has a size advantage, but that safety, number 9, I'm sorry, that's going to be Ruben Rodriguez, did a great job of cheating over and helping out his cornerback.
And all he did was take 2 steps to the hash and gave him the opportunity. If that ball was thrown up high enough, you can get to it. And that's what happened. Play was made. 4th down. Punting time for the Hawks. Cardinals lead it. They've had it twice. They've scored twice. They lead 10-0. Going to get it again. Standing inside their 20. Hawks need a big play somewhere, somehow to get this momentum. Has a great punt, spiraling back inside the 10, back to the 5-yard line. Here come the Cardinals on the return and out across the 10. Oh, a biggest hit of the night delivered right there by the Hawks.
What a hit there. I'm trying to get a number. What number was it?
15, baby.
Is that 15? Get the number of that truck that just ran me over. A clean hit, by the way.
Derek Delgado.
Oh, that's Derek Delgado. That's a big receiver. He just throws his body into the Cardinal returner there. I'm watching the replay, and I got to enjoy that for a second. Wow.
Leveled his man right there. Ball down at the 12-yard line. Maybe that's the spark the Harlingen South Hawks need. They need a spark, Harris.
I agree with you. Just something to get that momentum going again.
We didn't see much of that in the first quarter.
Galvan and company has had it 2 times, put points on the board, finishing off each drive. Once on a big play. Last play from scrimmage, as a matter of fact. First down play here, Galvan. Play action, has a ton of time. Looking, scanning, left side. There's Reyna wide open. Out across the 20. That's a first down pitch and catch.
I tell you what, the time that Galvan has to sit back there in the pocket and throw is phenomenal. And really, his spy. That's his spy. I'm going to get a number here for you in a second. But he's watching Galvan. And so what he did was he figured Galvan had enough time to get back there. He had enough time to finally rush. That's number 36, Ethan Gonzalez. But it was too late. He was able to connect downfield, but he's going to have to do something about this time. If you're the Hawks and if you're the Cardinals, saying, I love the time that Galvan has to sit back there and pick apart the defense.
And when Joe Reyna is able to run routes long enough to get wide open, you know there's a lot of time out there because you know every play they're having someone look, okay, where's Reyna? Where's 6? Let's find him.
Right side.
2 receivers right side for the Cardinals. Second quarter action. Quick pass, high side, looking for a receiver screen. That one goes incomplete.
Puts it in.
Looking for Luke McNabb, who's tall.
Yes.
Not that tall.
No, not that tall. That you need about 10 foot tall for that one. But what they do again is they're running when they put 2 receivers out on the field and one is behind the other, they're going to try to run that wide receiver bubble screen. It's almost predictable, I would say. And so that time it was a nice setup. He actually had the blocker, but that ball was just, you needed a ladder for that one.
10:47 to go. Thanks again for joining us here for the broadcast. Real Sports Live up here with the KHGN crew. Aaron Saenz to my right side. I'm Joe Bowling, and here we go.
Right now with 4:10 left,
20 from their own 23-yard line. Galvan rolling right, has a ton of time again, looks right, has a man caught out across the 35. First down to the 37-yard line. This time he goes to Luke McNabb.
Yeah, Luke McNabb there does a great job catching and spinning to get past that first down marker there. And nice patience and a lot of time again for Galvan just to find him in that little zone spot there. And he does a great job of just finding, having that awareness on the sideline and getting upfield for the first down.
Galvan now 7 of 12 for 115 yards and a touchdown here in the first half. Of his 7 completions, 5 of those have been for double-digit yardage. First down play here. Hands the ball off.
On the line.
Right side after a nice
20 to 20. 3:59 left.
Banging forward to about the 44. That's an 8-yard gain.
The Cardinals now have a little jump in their step, and Raiden Berry there,
another
who had a couple touchdowns last week, is getting into that groove again. We saw this last week here when I called the game. And as he started getting more touches, his confidence went up. And so he's running with some power and he's running with some passion.
There you go.
Already a 10-0 game.
We talked about
penalty
the transition.
On that play. Galvan had it up for a first down. A holding call is going to bring that back.
Watching RealSportsLive.com.
10 yards, still first down.
Another penalty against the Harlingen Cardinals. Most of them, well, all of them.
I opened Alex Rock with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people personal experience that only a boutique could provide.
For the Harlingen Cardinals.
Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family.
That pass was going to him. I don't know, Galvan didn't see him, but it was going right into that guy's chest. He just bobbled it, mishandled it, wasn't able to come down with an interception.
He got decoy because Damon Cantu had separation on the sideline, but between the hash mark and the sideline was just a defender kind of hiding out there in no man's land. Had the ball got to Cantu, yeah, he had some room, but there was a defender right there, well defended. Second down play for the Cardinals. Galvan, quick swing left-hand side. It's going to be caught by Berry, looking for some blocks. Hawks cover that well. Out across the 30. That's a 6-yard gain. They needed a bunch more.
Yeah, and the South Hawks, they know that they need so much, so they're going to give a nice cushion there. The cornerbacks and safety does. They give plenty of space. You can catch it up 5 yards if you want to, but we're not going to give you 10. And so the defense doing a good job right there of just giving enough of a cushion to allow that short pass to happen, but then they're able to converge on that football quickly and make the stop. Third down and 13 coming up. We're at 9:42 remaining in the first half.
Talked about predictability. Well, now let's see if the Hawks bring some pressure as Galvan in a passing situation here. Drops back to throw. Three-man rush, has time. Over the middle, fires one, but it's incomplete. Then a big hit comes, and there's a penalty late in the play.
That was too late. That was too late. That hit came. It was unnecessary. They're going to call him defenseless receiver, I believe, as well. And the safety just kind of came in, and he just laid a hit on a truly defensive receiver. That's why that rule is there. And so I think that's going against the Hawks big time.
So it's not necessarily a pass interference call as you get into the call of whether it was catchable or not. I don't think it was catchable, but the hit delivered. Here it is.
On the defense, hitting the defense's receiver.
Yep. So it is.
That doesn't matter if it's a catchable pass or not, Aaron Sines, and that's the difference in that play. You could hold your penalty flag, but on that play, that's an easy call.
Yes. Yeah, the defenseless receiver is there put in play for a receiver. Really, he's looking for the football. He has no, and when it's that uncatchable, you got to stay away from that safety. And you just, I know the motion of the game is there, but that was an unnecessary hit there.
For the Hawks and the penalty yards, that's now 4 penalties for 45 yards because 2 of those penalties were 15-yard varieties, but 2 of them sustained drives for the Harlingen Cardinals. In this case, that was 3rd and long. It was punting time.
That's right.
Cardinals now, Galvan with a new life here, 1st and 10 from his own 46-yard line. Sends a man out of the motion, and now he drops back. Swings a pass right side. Is caught. Second pass coming up. Man wide open right side. Caught inside the 20. Foot race to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Cardinals on a little trick play.
That is going to be a tough pill to swallow right there, folks, because really, like you said, Joe, you had him in 3rd and long. If you don't have that big penalty, it's going to be turnover on downs. Hawks are going to get the football back. And then the next play, the Cardinals go to a trick play. I'm going to call it like a wide receiver flea flicker. I don't know what else to call that, Joe. It's like a backward pass out to the outside, and then he throws it to receiver downfield wide open, and that is the Cardinals using some trickery there to take advantage of a huge penalty and put some more points on the board.
Justin Galvan on the catch. Now we got a sideline warning out of play. This touchdown is in the books. The pass was delivered by Damon Cantu. It was caught by Justin Galvan, who now has 3 catches, 102 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns in the first half.
To discover Brownsville, you can't miss it.
I mean, it's clear in this stadium. You have the orange and green on this side. You have the red and black on that side. And there's a little loudness shift going on right now at Bogus Stadium.
Well, we talked about it down on the sideline, you and I both. And I came into this.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and...
Deli, and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes.
And yet we've seen some lopsided games out of that.
Definitely.
Extra point good. Cardinals up 17-0.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit Coletti's.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Field takes a bounce inside the 15. Fielded there. They'll try to get to the middle of the field. Out across the 20 as that key rose on the return. Got it to the 23.
Flag on the play And we'll wait to see what the official has to say on that one. And that was number 12 on the return.
That wasn't Quiroz. That was Gabriel Perez on the return. Now we'll sort out the penalty. Big hitting going on. That you can watch that replay every time. Any play, any part of this field. There's no soft hitting going on.
No, the energy level is heightened tonight. There's going to be blocking the back, I believe, on the Hawks.
First down.
So they'll have more green grass to work with tonight.
Where will they mark that off from? That's usually a spot foul, and as the ball carrier is brought down across the 20, the official spots it down at the 10, and that's where the Hawks take over. Down 17-0, 9:13 left here in the second quarter. Harlingen South Hawks been outgained now, 177-69 on the offensive side of things. Torres on a first down play. Two receivers right, single receiver out to the left-hand side. Cardinals showing some pressure from the right side. He'll spring it outside, catch made across the 15. Short, conservative pass, but yards gain, and that's what they need right now.
Gabriel Perez on the reception, doing a good job, just kind of leaking out towards the sideline. And again, the bulk and the strength of the Cardinals interior, and so on the outside is where you're finding some space for the receivers. And this time they flip the script and go number 12, who rarely gets a chance, and that's Gabriel Perez making a nice catch.
Perez, his first catch of the night for David Torres. He's now 5 of 8 for 48 yards. From the right hash mark on second down, just under 5 to go, he'll drop back. Deep drop. Here comes pressure over the middle, tipped away, incomplete.
The Cardinals did a good job of sniffing that screen out. That was kind of a jailbreak screen. Everybody was coming for that one. And what that does, it allows the Cardinals defense to get upfield right in the face of Torres. He was able to get it, dumped off, but there was a defender right along that running back. They knew what was coming. They read that one. They saw that on film somewhere.
Banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at The Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7. Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Overthrown in the direction of Delgado. Even though there was contact, that ball was well over his head.
And that's the play. Again, it's that sideline pattern. You get your big defender back shoulder passes, if you will, and that allows him to make a play on there. But there was a lot of pressure coming on Torres. He was really surrounded at that moment. It's hard for him to make a clear pass. It sailed a little bit high, but this is really bad territory for South, because now your punter's lined up on this goal line, and Cardinals inevitably are going to get some good field position.
3 pass plays on that drive. Took about a minute off
to help fulfill your retirement
Torres
needs.
has now missed on 4 of his last 5 attempts, and punting time for the Hawks.
Together. Call us at 956-440-8774.
Kick is away. It's a long, high spiraling kick. Cardinals strip back, will return it from the 40. Gives up some ground, got a block out across the 40, the 45-yard line. Somebody delivered a big
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito was right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
You can't afford another score right now before the half.
Cardinals, 8 of 14 passing for Jaime Galvan for 121 yards. 1 of 1 for David Cantu. You got to have him on the stat sheet now for 46 yards. That's a 167 passing yards. Cardinals on the ground, just 10 yards. Galvan has it on first down. Long count, takes a quick hop down to 10, drops back along the right side, has a man receiver team drop ball. Incomplete pass.
That was close to being a fumble. I think if he would have taken one more
Head
step
to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Calais. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit Coletti's.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Galvan on a shotgun, drops back. Looking left side, got a man caught inside the 45-yard line, muscling his way down to the 40-yard line, then contact is made.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Got 20 receiving yards, and the Cardinals are racking up the yards through the air. 179 and counting here in the first half.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires. With financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
The ball with a little bit of space so you can make some people miss. So second out coming up, we're at 7:18 left to go in the first half. 17-0 still your score.
Cardinals have scored on every possession of this game.
Ladies, does your man need to lose weight, gain muscle mass, or increase his stamina and endurance? Has he been procrastinating about going to the doctor? Is he having health issues like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or poor blood circulation? Alpha Men's Primary Care is the answer. Call today and learn how they can help your man increase his stamina and endurance. Start living a healthier lifestyle and feeling younger. Call Alpha Men's Primary Care today. A family practice.
A man possessed on that one. I'm going to watch this replay here. I'm going to tell you what happened. He breaks 1-2 tackles, and then he just takes off sprinting for the end zone. And so he gets a hand on him, but McNabb mid-air is able to extend this football and get it across that goal line. And that is just passion play. You know, we talked about kind of the heart of this Cardinals team, okay? And we talked a little bit, and a lot of people have been kind of criticizing, if you will, or saying, well, where's that passion? Where's that? That's what you're looking for right there if you're a Cardinals fan.
Another completed pass for a touchdown.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree, and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Worry and say, is it possible to even get back in this game? And I'll tell you what, the Cardinals are doing a good job. Nothing flashy, nothing.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen with a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more. They specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Drapery at your shop
or to upgrade your job skills. Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree, and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Get ready. You want to throw the ball. Here comes the blitz.
Cardinals kicking the ball off. Good kick, driving the return man back inside his 5. Giving up some ground, now back across the 5 to the 10. Block made at the 15.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
Something to say, look, we still got a chance here, and then have people rally around them. So Gabriel Fetter's trying to do a good job there in their return. They're going to need
Fans, mark the day and make your plans to attend the Party on the Boulevard in Mercedes, February 2nd. It's a festival featuring a beer garden, food trucks, 2 music stages, artisans, competitions, pet parade, and more. Family-friendly event. Admission is free. Check out the Facebook and the website at Party on the Boulevard. Saturday, February 2nd, along the Boulevard at the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Showgrounds in Mercedes, Texas. Be there. It won't be a party without you.
Yeah, Corbin Henry, he's a junior running back, and he's got some power. I like the way that he runs. He's able to find some space.
Fans, we want to take this time to thank Alamo Ironworks for helping sponsor this broadcast. Alamo Ironworks, for all your industrial steel needs, industrial supplies, steel products, and fabrications. Alamo Ironworks on the Expressway in Edinburgh, Texas.
6:08 and counting here in the first half. Hawks down 24. Running play off right tackle.
I opened Alex Rock with intention to give people in Brownsville and those visitors a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people personal experience that only a boutique could provide.
He's so small again that you just
Here in Alex Rock, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
That's a big play and a first down to Delgado.
Turn the page open to go downfield. Pump fake that time of David Torres. He bit on that quick route that they've been running, and that releases Delgado downfield. And he's got the size, folks. He's got the height to get up, high point that football, and take it from the defender.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more.
On the roll, they want to talk about it.
And to me, Joe, you know,
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season.
There you go.
Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount.
Jack.
At Hino Gas, we're here to help.
Anyways, we got start of the second half. Garcia at the top for Mission.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street. Miss a day, miss a deal.
So you got the two bigs now, Garcia, Ray,
We're
and
open Monday
Louis
through
Garcia.
Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6
taken
p.m.
by
Visit us
Cifuentes,
today.
Misses, controlled by Isaiah.
You got offensive coordinators that say it's working.
Tries to find
8 times in a row. If it works, let's just keep going.
And I think you're right. So going conservative, then that gets you into the second and third and longs, and I think that's where they get stuck.
First down play after the timeout. Hawks have the football at the Harlingen 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. They'll roll it right side for Torres. Looking for some room. Looking. Fires it over the 10-yard line. It's going to be a catch. And that's down to about the 11-yard line.
Well, we've seen a lot of that one right there. A lot of
Brady
that
Bennett finally
where
gets
he
on the
gets it at
board
the
here and does a great job of getting free, little backyard football style there for his quarterback on the scramble. And so he's got to find some space. He does a good job using his big body to shield from that defender.
And that's Louis Garcia.
Second down and 2. Hawks run it right side, up the middle, inside the 10, down to the 5. Quiroz gets it to the 4-yard line. First and goal coming up.
That's mighty. Emilio Quiroz right there. He does a great job, again, running in between tackles. And that's why he gets lost to defenders, because he gets in between those offensive guards, and you can't see him.
Quite an answer for the Harlingen South Hawks after falling down 24-0 this time on the field. Cardinals want to talk it over.
Freddie Heredia, and then we got Bert Ruiz.
Score big at Chica Burger.
Action on the court.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
To Ibarra. Ibarra swings it right side, drives it in, baseline, kicks it
Looking
back
to
out.
add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
No, actually, that's his third foul. He's got 3 fouls. Picked up one early here. 6:29 give and go.
15 to go in the half. It's
taken away
Cardinals
by
are going to get
Vasquez.
the ball to start the second half. Hawks, Aaron, I'll say it, need to score, stop, and probably score again to go into that halftime locker room where they wanted to be to start this game. There's the first part.
All
Touchdown,
the way back.
Quiroz, right up the middle. Hawks 6 on the board.
And here we go, folks. South fans on their feet saying there's still hope. Keep hope alive. And
here you go with
again, on that carry, folks, he's like that pinball. He just able to bounce off a couple of defenders. And he just squirms his way into the end zone. I don't think anybody saw him. He just ended up in the end zone. So touchdown for Quiros. And that 1-2 punch. And I tell you what opened up that, though, was those long passes to Delgado. And Brady
was trying to get
and it opens up the middle for Quiros.
A nice putback.
3 carries on that drive for Emilio Quiros for 25 yards and the touchdown. 3 catches by Derek Delgado now for 12, 23, 29 yards. And Brady Bennett had 1 for 8.
Gets his own rebound, reverse layup in for 2.
As they kick the football off.
Makes it a 10-point lead, 35-25. That quick.
Yeah, that was a great job by Garcia to follow up on his own
making history this close to changing the world.
You mentioned, yeah, he had to maneuver his way and have that body control to get to the other side of the rim and reverse his layup as he had Garcia in his face. Moranto into the front court, swings it out, corner 3, in and out. That was Andy Martinez, who took that 3 for mission.
The stakes of this game, though.
I agree. If you're a Hawk fan, you want a turnover right now, because a turnover will shift some momentum. And then that was a hot hand offense right there. You need to get one more shot before halftime.
Do you go onside kick?
Ooh.
Have some moisture on
wow,
the court.
I don't know. If you're asking me, I say yes, but that's why I'm up here and the coaches are down there.
I ask you because we can be right up here and there's no coach saying.
That's right.
I've had to announce with coaches standing next to me and they would throw something at me like, what are you saying that for?
Yeah.
At this point in time, you are looking for something to sustain momentum for the Harlingen South Hawks. You got the score. You got 4:14 to go. The first and foremost task is you absolutely do not want any more points on the board for the Harlingen Cardinals. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. Secondly, then you start looking at, let's get the ball back and let's put points on the board of our own. So much for the onside kick. It's a deep kick all the way into the end zone and out of the end zone, so no return.
Of the defense.
And now the Cardinals will come out. Do they go conservative, as you were talking about? They can. They can run some time off this clock.
Right. Yeah, I think so. And here's the deal with the Cardinals. Yes, that big old play that we got to see a while ago with McNabb, right? But really, the Cardinals are not known for that big strikeability. And so, they can go anything other than be conservative. That's just kind of the way that they're built. And so this is a great opportunity here for the Hawk defense to settle in and to hold tight, which they've been able to do, and avoid big penalties.
Let's look at it this way, though. Justin Galvan, Luke McNabb, and Damon Cantu, leading receivers in the game. Joe Reyna, nearly non-existent. Quick pass right-hand side. That's caught by the Cardinals on a screen. Nice move made across the 30 and the 34. That's close to first down yardage on a catch by Raiden Berry.
Yeah, Raiden Berry doing a good job. And what he was doing smart there was he stayed in bounds. They don't want to kill the clock because they want to eat this up so the Hawks will get a chance to get that hot offense back on the field.
That is enough for a first down. 11 yards for the second catch of the night for Raiden Berry. We're talking about a hot hand. 12 of 19, 184, and now completing 6 of his last 7 passes. Jaime Galvan, he's now got 184 passing yards in this first half. 353 and counting. Man, I've missed this, Aaron.
Yeah, me too.
I'm out there running solo, doing all these play-by-play games. I don't have a color commentary guy next to me.
Awesome.
First down play for the Cardinals. Looking to pass Galvan, another receiver screen right side. They get us some yards out of this. That's the first down. Looks like it's Justin Galvan.
There it is again. They're going to that sideline. They're attacking something on that far end of the field from us right now. And they're finding something in that secondary. I talked about the strength of the secondary, but they have found something. They're attacking it. They're going at it. Second down coming up in 1. Close to that first down marker. Not quite, but the clock is running.
9 yards on the game. Looked like he got 11, but that spot somewhere near that sideline.
You hardly see that, but you're seeing it more and more now.
I get a little
in high
break
school
there. I
as
missed
far
that
as
by
the
2
big
yards.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Second down for the Cardinals. Clock running.
Yeah,
3:05 and counting. Galvan lets it run. Play clock down to 8.
38-25.
Empty backfield. Looks to throw. Left side this time. Nice catch. Now the ball comes loose. That may be a fumble. There's a penalty on the play. This may indeed be a turnover.
So we're going to watch this official right here. This is the linesman. He's going to say Hawk football, Joe.
Now what's the penalty? That's what you got to watch right here.
Right.
Was it a hold? That's usually where a defensive hold happens.
Drives it in. That's
my eyes were on what was going on at that football, and that was definitely a fumble.
Coast to coast, the big man talking about the handles, and Garcia misses the layup.
Move. It's against the Cardinals. They'll call a hold, but it was a hold on the receiver screen.
That's right.
Hawks get a turnover. Momentum. Welcome to the home side.
I tell you what, these players are running to the student section over here to got to get them hyped up. What do we talk about? I said, if you're a fan, you want to turn over, and then you want to get that hot offense back on the field, but you got to return to that play calling, Joe. What they did last drive, that was the secret sauce.
First and 10 from the Harlingen Cardinal 44-yard line.
Middle.
South Hawks down 24-7. They're still got a long hill to climb to get back in this football game, but it's certainly a brighter outlook than what it was just 3 minutes ago.
Turnover.
Shotgun formation. David Torres drops back to throw. Swings it right hand side. Looking and incomplete. He went right over the top looking for Brady Bennett.
Look, that was open. He could have hit him. He's got a foot to a foot and a half over the cornerback there. Just a little bit overthrown. He's got a nice touch on the ball. You just got to settle down a little bit.
Got to trust it.
Yeah, you just got to trust that football and then trust your receiver to go up and get it.
A lot of times when you're a quarterback, you're looking and you know your guy's covered, but you get the right touch on that. He's not covered because he is open. He's taller and he's isolated.
Put in the free throw.
Second down for
2:58 left
after
here
the
in the third
turnover.
quarter.
2:47 left here in the half. They'll run it. Key Rose looking right side. Got some room. 40 in the secondary. Down to the 35-yard line. That's the first down, and he nearly broke that.
What a run for Quiroz there. He does a great job following his blockers. Guard doing an excellent job. And he gets a great block here by his receiver, freeing him up for some space. Really close to that first down marker. Didn't quite get it, though. Third down and short.
Call it 9 on the gain. Quick snap, quick run. Diving forward is Quiroz. He'll be bent backward, but he got enough for a first down on that progress.
Number 54, Brandon Olivares is the offensive lineman there. In the last 2 plays, he's been the lead blocker where Quiroz has really just gone on that tail pad and said, I'm going with you. Take me somewhere.
Garcia.
Fisher looking to the sideline. There's no way that's a measurement.
It looked like a first down from here.
To Ibarra.
Yep,
Ibarra
it is.
trying to cross over.
2:18 left. Now the
drives
Hawks
in.
On the timeout situation, have 2 left. Cardinals have 2 remaining. They're not in any hurry to use their timeouts.
As Isaiah Garcia
Hawks,
misses
though,
that
do you go
blank.
over the top with something deep right here?
There's a foul called.
Isolated coverage on the left side. Man in motion goes right to left. Little confusion. Hand off to Quiroz. Get something out of this. Down to the 25-yard line. Near the 24. That's at least 9 yards on that carry.
Look, this defense is worried. They're worried about what you just said, Joe. They're worried about getting burned deep. So what they're doing is they're spreading out that box. So safeties are actually playing outside, which allows Quiroz lots of space up the middle to run and have that pinball effect like I've been talking about. But he's got the space in the middle because those safeties are outside watching for that long pass.
Injury on the play, one of the Cardinals shaking up. Quiroz now 11 carries, 55 yards, and just like that, Hawks with 15 carries, 77 yards on the ground, 5.1 yards per touch on the ground. All opened up when they started that passing game a little further downfield.
Early in the game, what we saw was those safeties from the Cardinals where they were cheating in. And so what happened is that just piled that box, which is why they're getting success on the outside runs. Then they start to adjust. They start to move those safeties and linebackers a little bit outside. And now that's opened up the middle. And so running back Quiroz, he hides behind that offensive line. And he, like a Barry Sanders style, and he just jets out. And so he's finding lots of success in between tackles now.
But you're right. The defense, the entire approach to those last 2 plays were
misses.
more
Garcia
or less, it wasn't the aggressive Harlingen Cardinals. It was backpedal, don't get beat. And you rarely see that on a Harlingen Cardinal football team.
I agree. You're used to seeing the aggressive blitz packages. You're used to seeing cornerback blitzes, safety blitzes. But they respect the receivers, and that's what's going on right now. And again, like I said earlier, it's almost with the Hawks that the passing game opens up the running game.
26th edition of the Bird Bowl here at Bogus Stadium in Harlingen, Texas.
32-43 with a minute 2 left.
He'll be able to return. That's Cameron Anderson. And that's the last thing one of these teams want to deal with is guys getting off the field and not being able to return. Not just this game, but the next couple of weeks.
That's right.
3.
And Cameron, he's a key linebacker in the middle of that defensive box there. And so they're struggling a little bit in the middle. And then with him out, that's going to be a hit for the Cardinals.
Has some numbers, 3 on 2.
Hawks will have it first and 10.
Layup,
they start
misses.
the play clock and the game clock as the
gets
Hawks
the
break
rebound.
out of the sideline.
Put back.
After that injury timeout. Hawks fans a little anxious on that, wanting the team to get on the field and get in a hurry.
Goes up,
that
misses.
Clock will become an enemy
if
you
brings
allow
the ball
it to.
back,
40
front
to
court.
24 on the play clock.
All the way in.
Low snap, handoff.
Blocked
Quiroz
out of
looking
bounds.
right side, got a great block. got wrapped up in the open field, ended up gaining a couple, but he was nearly sprung for a huge gain.
Yeah, that was a great block there by number 68 of the Hawks. The offensive line just doing a great job. Justice Johnson, and almost sprung him for one. He got shoelace tackled in that one.
Game 2, 2nd and 8. Quick snap coming up for Torres with 1:17 to go. Hands it off Quiroz, running right side. Got it to the 20, wrapped up there. Here comes a penalty real late in the game. Looked like away from the ball carrier. Calling a hold. One of the linemen threw him down.
Yep, that's going to be a hold. What that does is it is going to save him that second down again, though. He didn't get another chance at it, but
reverse
you got to take a shot.
in.
You got to take a shot to the end zone. You've got the tools, you got the weapons.
Third
they've
quarter,
been hanging out to Quiroz, which has had some success. But you've got the receivers to go downfield, and those can make it from here.
Here was the difference. Quiroz, when the passing game was going, went 12, 8, 5, and 9. When they went back to the running game, it's 2 and 2. And he's gaining those limited yards because they can.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Coming up, a timeout, and that is going to be timeout Hawks.
Hawks have to talk it over, and they had to stop the clock. Remember, they do have a timeout remaining, and they have the luxury of the clock stopping if they get a first down. But it's 3rd down and 8. Now, is this...
And we're back live. We start the 4th quarter here from
I opened Alex with the intention to give
Pirates
people
Classic.
in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people find treasures here in their own valley.
Open for business.
It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family.
He deposited.
We invite you to discover Brownsville. You
to
can't
make it
miss
36-43.
Greg Garcia, good job, able to get the Wesco defender up in the air off his feet on the fake shot, and then follows up on the pivot and puts it back.
That's way the entire way in the end zone. Bennett caught it in traffic and out of bounds. Would have been a 6.
Well, I tell you what, Bennett, and he may have been forced out of bounds around the 3 or 4 yard line. He was running a tightrope pattern there. But look, he was so well covered there, Joe.
Double covered.
Yeah, he still had he still got it.
Still got his hands the ball. Yes. So throw that ball in the middle of the end zone.
Give him the ball.
Yeah, let him run that route at the numbers instead of the sideline.
Gets it partially blocked by Garcia.
He was defended, as you said,
up quickly.
As the Cardinals could have thrown at him right there. Look,
still hold it. Up, bring numbers in.
Down. Hawks.
15 drives it in, misses. Garcia gets the rebound.
Bring the kicking team in and at least get some points on the board here out of this driver. At least attempt to. This will be from the 28-yard line. Timeout Hawks.
He's pesky. He's one of those defenders that likes
go back to receiver.
be around the ball. He finds the ball.
As a football fan, just in general, when you see tools like that on the field.
Again, stolen. Up.
If you're looking for custom hats, shirts, or jackets, then you want Master Stitch. Custom embroidery and screen printing are what we do. Any logo or design, great quality at the right price. For shirts like this,
out to Salinas.
it's
Rivero
Master
drives
Stitch.
it in for 2.
2500 US 281 Edinburgh.
Sure felt like this half just
38-45. They're only down 6 now with 6:08 left. Couple of stops here for Mission. Can get back into the game.
It's a fun atmosphere. One of the things that I've enjoyed seeing over the past couple of years at Bogus is with the news board and sound system, fans have a great time.
Oh, yeah, it's an atmosphere. When I walked up through the gates, it's just the atmosphere of being here at a Friday night football game.
Plenty of time for the
good snap, ball is down, kick is away. It's not going to get there. It's no good. And a big roar on the Cardinal side.
Moranto drives baseline.
Hawks miss a chance.
I don't know if the hole looked good. It just looks like he topped the football. I don't know how else to explain it. It didn't even have a chance. It was kind of a line. I'm surprised it made it over the line of scrimmage. It was so low.
Game 3.
22.2 seconds to go.
Of the day for us.
2 of the 3 things happened that the Hawks needed to close out this half. The first was score points. The second was get their hands on the football again. The third didn't happen. Now with 22 seconds to go, Manny Gomez and the Harlingen Cardinals appear to be going for something big.
Knocks it down.
Lining twin receivers up on either side of the field. Jaime Galvan out of a shotgun. Runs it instead. Right side. That's going to be covered up out across the 25-yard line. They showed something big. They went something conservative.
Yeah, that's the same setup. They run that little wide receiver screen and also that little flea flicker, if you will, where he gets that receiver to pass the ball downfield. So it looks like that's going to be it for the first half, folks. And tell you what, 24-7, Joe, if you're a Hawk fan, you wanted at least 3 points to make it a two-possession. It's still a three-possession ball game. And do not forget that the Cardinals get the ball back in the second half.
Jesus Gonzalez on the carry, gained 6 yards. It is 24-7. Watch the highlights. Those listening, you'll be able to watch the highlights. My wife Dahlia's over there punching the buttons real quick. We're going to take a break. That's a design break here at Harlingen. We're at Bogus Stadium. 24-7. Enjoy the bands.
Quickly,
Enjoy
Garcia gets out in the outlet
stream.
And for
until
two.
The second half, Aaron, buckle up. Let's get ready for the second half.
Awesome. 28 minutes. We'll see you then.
48-42. And just as I said, he's gone off for 8 points, 8 straight points there.
For over 65 years, BTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the
self-cutting
community.
Inside, reverse layup in for 2,
and the hard
making
times.
it 50-42.
Celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, BTX1 Companies is there.
He saw the defender on one side and decided, hey, I got the basket
businesses
to
and
guard
communities
me also,
closer
so
together.
let me put it to the other
BTX1
side.
Companies,
Garcia
connecting
trying to work
you
down
since
low.
52.
Gets it stolen. Lascelles bringing it back coast to coast and again with the left hand.
Elevate your space
Puts
in
it up.
decorative wall panels from
Puts
Sinlu. Our
Wrestling
modular
go up by
design
10.
fits any size room. Choose from a wide variety of textures and finishes. Artisans handcraft your new wall panels using our exclusive process and materials. Call Sinlu now to beautify your home or office.
So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Rose Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial retirement planning for many years for employees of different employers.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
If you drive a truck, we're looking for you. Roland's Transportation is now hiring non-CDL drivers for FedEx ground delivery routes. You must be 21 years or older, have 1+ year driving a 15-foot or larger box truck, have a clean background check, a clean driving record, and be able to provide a driving employment history. There are multiple open spots available. If you have what it takes to be part of our growing team, don't wait. Call, text, or email to apply today.
So 2 different offenses. And Rivero takes a 3, misses. Rebound, Salinas, and he gets called for over the back. He was way above him, and it didn't look like he touched anybody but the ball. Great job down low. So next game will be Brownsville Pace versus South San, the Bobcats. We're 3 minutes away. Ibarra, excuse me. It's Isaiah, and he is out of bounds over on the other side. That's Berrones.
Here we talked about the end of the first quarter. Hawks need to not allow a score on this drive. It's not panic.
No.
You don't want to start getting down by a couple of scores. Shotgun formation for Galvan.
And I was talking earlier, and I was saying the two distinct 3 right there for Cifuentes as he knocks it down from downtown.
We're up in the press box. Here it is.
Makes it 45-52. Down by 7.
Looks left. Now looks left again. Going for the deep ball downfield.
Gives it up.
Cardinals.
Looking down low. Now Lascelles has it left side. Brings it to the top of the key. Ibarra has it right side. Now finds Isaiah. Straight up, no. Passes it.
I'm going to paint it for you. Alvarado goes up. He high points a football.
Down low to Berron.
Interception in and out of his hands and into the
back out to Casanova. Casanova being hassled by Garcia. The self drives it in, kicks out. Berrones decides to kick it back out. 153. They have the lead. They have a 7-point lead, so they're basically playing keep away. Drives it in, kicks out the self.
Trying to milk this clock.
Yeah, with no shot clock, you basically are kind of passing the ball around. Casanova, unless they're going to call a timeout or unless they call a foul, or they go and foul with a minute 26 finally away from the ball.
I'm watching this replay, folks. I know you can't see it. You're just listening. By the Hawks. What a hit there. I'm trying to get a number. What number was it?
15, baby.
Is that 15? Get the number of that truck.
Ibarra gets called with the offensive foul.
Derek Delgado.
That's one way to get the ball back when they're playing keep away. 125, 52-45 is the score.
I got to enjoy that for a second. Wow. That's right.
Cardinals now.
Ranta gives it up to Cifuentes. Cifuentes
from his own 46-yard line.
Rivero takes a three and gets all of those.
Second pass coming up, man wide open right side.
Ibarra has the ball. 48-52. Now down by 4.
7 yards to go. From the Harlingen South 37-yard line. 7:03.
Swings it out. A minute. A 3 taken. And that is the dagger there for Westlaco. 55-48 as number 24.
Isaiah Garcia.
There you go. You memorized that name already with what he did yesterday and today. There's sometimes when you're in a tournament, there's kids that kind of stand out in these tournaments, right? As you're in broadcasting, you kind of get a sense of who's who. When you go into a game and you're broadcasting, you see who takes over, who does what. As we see for Mission, it's all been Luis Garcia down low for Mission. For Westlaco, you can basically call it a three-man game with Ibarra, the self, and Isaiah Garcia.
Hawks have got it into Cardinal territory.
Yeah, great job from all of them.
This next 10-yard area.
LaSalle had two great back-to-back spectacular finishes at the rim just now.
Pump fake. Now Torres looking deep, left-hand side. Ball caught inside the 30.
His defensive pressure has been magnificent all game long.
Garcia will have it in the front court. 49 seconds. Rivero has the ball, being hassled by LaSalle. Cifuentes working on Ibarra. Inside. And Ibarra again putting his hands in.
He's got the size, folks.
Yeah, Ibarra again with another steal. Like we were saying, his defense is just amazing.
27 seconds. The self working on Rivero.
Over the 10-yard line, it's going to be a catch.
Makes a step back and all the way in for 2.
Short of first down yardage. First catch of the night for Brady Bennett.
Makes a 9-point game. 11 seconds. Rivero pulls up 3. Misses. Garcia gets the rebound, muscles it in, and does not go in, but he'll go to the line for 2 with 5.6 seconds. So don't forget, guys, make sure you share the YouTube channel. Make sure you go subscribe. Go to our website, www.realsportslive.com. Ray Garcia gets a first of 2 as he was fouled.
3 catches by Derek Delgado now for 23-29 yards.
Second one makes it uneven 50 for Mission. A timeout called.
3:05 and counting. Galvan lets it run. Play clock down to 8. Empty backfield, looks to throw, or left side.
You got Brownsville Pace coming in, who a year ago went deep in the playoffs in classification 5A. They lost to Laredo Nixon, the Brotherhood of Laredo Nixon, the Mustangs, who are coached by Coach Solis. And the only reason I know is because that's the market that I cover. I cover the Laredo, Eagle Pass, Del Rio, South San Antonio. area in District 29, 6A, District 29, District 30, 28, 6A. So most of those schools, I know Reagan is also here. San Antonio Reagan is also in this tournament. San Antonio South San, the Bobcats. That's the 5th foul on number 4, Cifuentes, and with 3.5 seconds. And that's the reason why I'm here. Laredo LBJ, the Wolves, in District 29, 6A.
Deep drop, looking right side.
Also, Laredo Cigarroa, the Toros of the Laredo ISD.
A manageable 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's my take on some of the teams that I cover, and of course what Joe and you guys do down here, Jack. That's what why they said, hey, come on down, take a drive down to the valley.
He was running a tightrope pattern there. But look, he was so well covered there, Joe.
I think they called the foul there with 1.4.
Throw that ball in the middle of the They did win the kickoff, and welcome again to our live coverage.
Before you have time to worry,
take care of it. 57 to 50. Mission goes down by 7. South San, Brownsville Pace on the flip side.
You can get back to your day.
For
healthy smile.
Jack Scroggin, for our camera operator Bert Reese, I'm Freddie Heredia. We'll be back on the flip side. Watching RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, 7th Annual Hidalgo Pirate Classic on RealSportsLive.com.
Some Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations.
Cardinal Drumline and Hot Drumline. The field is yours. School Directors Bill Bennett, Eleodoro Bravo. Coakley Middle School Directors Lehigh Sanchez, Addison Mendoza, and Stella Middle School Directors Estela Monosmith, Erica Uribe. Lead Middle School Director is Michael Cochran. 8th grade band students are on the field with their future high school band. The Big Red Cardinal Band and the Mighty Hawk Band. They will all join together to perform the Journey Classic. Don't Stop Believing. Take it away, drum makers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, HCISD would like to present a very special performance dedicated to help bring in awareness to students in the Harlingen public schools affected by childhood cancer. First, would any and all families of angels please stand as our community honors your special angel with a brief moment of silence. Thank you. Please direct your attention to the 50-yard line as Villa Middle School 8th grade student sensation Katie Velasquez performs Rise Up. As we introduce these special guests tonight that have battled this childhood disease. Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to the 50-yard line as we help honor HCISD student fighters and survivors. Christian Hernandez and family. Nicholas Dones and family. Julia de la Fuente and family. Jonathan Delgado and family. Daniel de Santos and family. Eli Hughes and family. Kaylee Ann Romero and family. Carlos Rodriguez and family. Ricardo Zamora. Christian Estrada. Jolene Garcia and family. Aiden Perez and family. Danilyn Fernandez and family. Anika Alvarez and family. Blanca Gonzalez and family. Anastasia Hernandez and family. Savannah Machuca and family. And Evan Shropshire. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for these amazing students. And ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Katie Velasquez. tonight, as well as an honored guest from HCISD's own and first ever Dishman Elementary Principal is Irma Davis. Watch as HCISD shows the world how we are champs for children. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give it up for Aaron Blanc of Means Elementary and stand-up student Bianca Rios.
It's like if you keep the field going, you're 2 scores down. That's worm the worm.
Lone Star National Bank is the #1 lender to small businesses in the Valley. For 35 years, we have invested in the health and well-being of our community. Lone Star National Bank. For 35 years, the Valley's bank.
Stop today at 523 Express Printing, 1 block from UTRGB in Edinburgh. For copies, school, marketing, or fundraising materials, it's the place for printing needs. Business cards, labels, invitations, letters, signs, banners, and more. Call 523 Express Printing today.
Illusions Boutique in Par specializes in quinceañeras. Tiaras, jewelry, and accessories to accentuate beautiful dresses just for your daughter. Unique styles you won't find anywhere else. Make her quinceañera the best and come to Illusions Boutique.
Going to have to do as we start this third quarter play.
So we talked about 2 S's, right? We said a stop and a score. That's going to be what's going to have to happen if you're the South Hawks right now, because the Cardinals get the ball back. They've got the momentum. They got the stop, the missed field goal at the end of the first half. And so if you're the Hawks, it's stop and a score. And then if you're the Cardinals, it's going to be ball control, clock control. Take care of the football. Don't give it up. And then take time off the clock. 24/7, it's a 3-possession game.
Let's script this out if you're the Harlingen Cardinals first. If you go conservative, do you worry that you could go 3 and out, and give the Hawks the ball a couple of times, and suddenly you're in a game, and then you have to go from conservative to aggressive? Or do you go aggressive and try to just put this thing away?
I think if you're the Cardinals, the one thing that you've been waiting to see from the Cardinals season is that go for the jugular move. And I think if it's you're a Cardinal fan, you want to see them come out aggressive. They pulled out a trick play earlier. They got some points on the board. Do that here early and then put the Hawks so far behind that they really have no chance to catch up.
I think the best thing that happened to the Harlingen Cardinals was turning the football over to close out the first half. It gave Manny Gomez the ability to look him in the eye and say, you were up 24-0 in this football game and nearly blew it.
That's right.
And you never say a turnover is a good thing, but when you've got a highly motivated coach that's able to motivate to another level, perhaps it was a good thing that happened to the Harlingen Cardinals. Cardinals will get their ball first, and they'll be going left to right as we're watching the game. You're listening to it live with live audio. There'll be a video replay of this, and I watched some of the highlights. They look pretty cool, my friends. Kickoff is underway. Welcome to the third quarter. Deep kick back inside the 5. It's fielded there. Cardinals looked like they were making a fair catch. That's a dangerous play out there as Justin Galvan tight ropes the end zone line.
Well, I'll tell you what, the story tonight has been Justin Galvan, and we're talking about him, and really his emergence tonight as a key factor in this offense. And really, Joe, throughout the season, I haven't called his name too much, and so he's starting to emerge now as a young player, sophomore, and he's starting to get some more touches tonight. And Cardinals are saying, we got some faith in you. You got some quick feet, you got some shiftiness, and he's getting some chances.
Running plays, how about this? 4 carries for the Cardinals in the first half. 4 running plays, 16 yards. That's averaging 4 yards per carry. That's an easy stat. In the passing game, 13 of 20, 193 yards for Galvan. David Cantu was 1 of 1 for 46 yards. They'll run it this time, left-hand side, and there's some room. 30, 35, 40-yard line, spinning out to the 44-yard line. First carry, second half, Rayton-Berry first down.
I tell you what, he was running with some purpose, and the Harlingen South Cardinal, defense there on that play, they just gave up too much space. I don't know if they were expecting that big play hit earlier, so they were kind of spread out, and Berry just took advantage of all the green space and was able to make a nice run. Flag on the play, however.
They had 16 yards on the ground in the first half. If this stands, that's 18 yards on their first carry in the second half. Looks like it may be against the Cardinals.
We have a dead ball foul. Number 72.
Dead ball, looks like, Joe.
On the offense.
It's against the Cardinals.
15
15-yard penalty. Now, it's a first down call, so that's a dead ball after the play. So the gain will count, and then they march the penalty yards back. The net, 3 yards for the Cardinals. Redo it with a first down.
Yeah, first down again. And, we talked about it in the first side. Not too many penalties, Joe, but there were some crucial and key penalties at the wrong time for both teams.
That's the first big one against the Harlingen Cardinals as far as the 15-yard variety. First down play for Galvan. He had a red-hot hand in that first half. Drops back to throw here, has some time, delivers the ball, deep throw, left-hand side, got a receiver, incomplete pass, well covered.
Yeah, well covered there. And I would say that on the cornerback, he needs to get that head turned around. For a second there, it looked like he just had his back to that football, but he did a good job of playing the receiver, running with him downfield. That was number 21 for the Hawks there, Isaac Moreno.
Damon Cantu, the intended receiver, he had a couple of catches in the first half for 23 yards. The receiving corps. Let's just go average yards per catch. Reyna 16, Mann 10, McNabb 24, Cantu 11, Galvan 23. Berry, 9. Second down play. When they catch it, they're getting yards. Swing pass, right-hand side. Nice move made by Raiden Berry. Takes it in the secondary. Out across the 40. That's an 11-yard gain and a first down.
And a great job there blocking by number 10. That's going to be Dalton Mann, and he's a receiver turned blocker on that play. And just that little flat pass that they like to run out to Raiden Berry, but it was key for that receiver to get that cornerback locked up. He does. That safety was one-on-one, and so it just creates a nice space for Raiden Berry to get that first down.
22 throws in the game for Jaime Galvan. 14 of 22. He goes over the 200-yard mark in passing. Cardinals have outgained the Hawks 284 to 176 in the yardage department. 11:04 to go in the third quarter. First and 10. Cardinals from their own 41-yard line. Swing pass, left-hand side. Catch is made. Quickly covered up this time by the Hawks. That's a 5-yard gain. They'll blow the play dead.
Yeah, number 7 there on the tackle is David Cortez. And he does a great job of getting there just in time to be able to make the tackle. But a nice pickup there for the Cardinals. If on first down you can pick up 6-7 yards, you put yourself in really good shape. And the Cardinals are finding a way to keep that momentum moving early on in the drive.
You go back to the close of the first half, and now Jaime Galvan is on one of those streaks again. He's connected on 6 of the last 7 passing attempts. That was a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals. First possession of the second half. Cardinals look to run. Berry. Penalty flag on the play as he does get enough for a first down, but that looks like a hold.
Yeah, and the umpire's throwing that flag. He's right in the center of that defensive block, and they're going to say holding on the Cardinals, and so that's going to negate any would-be run there by Berry. And just looking at Berry in the second half here, Joe, it looks like he's coming out with a fresh set of legs, though, you know, and like you said, not a whole lot of rain in the first half. He's saved up for the second half.
Which is what we're used to seeing from Harlingen Cardinal football teams, is a second half team that comes out inspired, fired up, and with a few wrinkles and adjustments.
That's right.
After the holding call, they mark it back inside the Cardinal 40, so the ball's down at the 38-yard line. Second down, call it 14 and a half yards to go for the Cardinals with 10:03 remaining in this third quarter of play. They jumped out 24-0. Cardinals still lead. Galvan, a ton of time, swings a pass, a high pass, incomplete. In the direction of Dalton Mann, he gets hit hard and driven down, but an incomplete pass.
Yeah, there on the defense was number 5 for the Hawks. That's Braden Alexander. He just comes over right at the right time. I'm telling you, a half second too soon, that would have been a defensive, a penalty, defensive receiver penalty on him.
Cardinals, one thing about it, those receivers, when they're looking at Galvan, either he's red hot. Kevin Naro was up here, the writer for the Valley Morning Star was talking about it. But when he's red hot, he's on. When he's not, he's throwing high. And when you're a receiver, that's the last thing you want to do is have to elevate and go up for every pass in your direction. Third down play, critical play for the Hawks. Cardinals looking to gain 14 and keep this drive alive. Pass left-hand side tipped, incomplete, nearly picked off, and pressure that time on Galvan.
Yeah, finally getting some pressure is number 36 for the South Hawks. That's Ethan Gonzalez. And I tell you what, they do a good job there of finally getting to Galvan. Has been sitting in that pocket, Joe, comfortable. He could be sitting on a couch, if you will. But finally, South bringing some pressure, perhaps a little blitz package, and they're able to make a turnover on downs. Haven't seen this in a while.
Fourth down for the Cardinals. Punting time, and the Hawks got the first job done on their side of things, trying to get this home crowd back into this football game. It's kind of quiet over here at Bogus Stadium on the home side. Long count, play clock running, down to 9. Cardinals let that run a little further down. Low snap, punter gets it, a high kick, middle of the field, fair catch called for and made. It was a stumbling catch, but the Hawks take over just inside their 30.
So we talked about the 2 S's for the Hawks. We said we need a stop and a score. Got number 1 accomplished. Now they're looking for part 2, which is going to be the score. Defense doing a great job there, but was it more good defense or the Cardinals shooting themselves in the foot in a sense with those penalties?
A couple of penalties will move a drive back, and every level that could make a difference in executing and finishing off something. Now, how often are we going to look back at that missed field goal that closed out the first half when the Hawks had a chance to cut this to a 2-score lead? They need one here, 9:39 to go. Even a field goal gets them where we thought they would be in a position to make a run.
Correct, and that 2, get it back into a 2-possession game.
David Torres was 8 of 15 for 97 yards in the first half. He stands back in a shotgun formation, running the ball. It was Quiroz who had 57 first-half yards. They'll throw it. Torres now keeps it, tucks his head, ducks it down to the 30-yard line. Gain 3 on first down.
Look, he's got receivers going downfield. He had one receiver streaking down the middle that drew the safeties out with him. And so I think what happened there was just a pocket collapse. And Torres, not being a very tall guy, was not able to really see over his offensive lineman, but he had a couple players open.
9:20 and counting here in the third quarter. That's the first possession of this second half for the Harlingen South Hawks. having a discussion down in the field with the sidelines. I guess they're still trying to get guys positioned on that sideline. They've already had one sideline warning against the Cardinals here today. Long count. Torres hands the ball off. Key Rose right up the middle in the secondary in a hurry. Turns to the outside. Fumbles the football. It's loose. Hawks recover at the 45. That's a gain of 15.
That could have been a momentum maker and a momentum breaker if you would have lost that fumble there on the maker part. Quiroz doing an excellent job, again, of finding space in between those tackles and getting outfield for a big gain.
When they went to the air and then mixed it up to Quiroz, they had something going. Quiroz now in a direct carry. Has some room again inside Cardinal territory. Stays on his feet. Rumbles down inside the 30 or 45 and a penalty at the end of it. 15 more may be coming up at this.
Well, we talked about that one thing, right, Joe? That one thing that would cause a spark for Harlingen South to get back in the game. That was a big face mask, so much that his helmet is now off of his head, Quiroz that is. And so that is going to be a big penalty after a huge run by Quiroz. And that's going to move the Hawks, I think, around the 25-yard line, which is going to be a big pickup here for the Hawks and a great momentum booster.
15-yard penalty. There's your call by the official. So the 14-yard gain will stand for Emilio Quiroz. Just like that, 14 carries, 86 yards in the game. And this is similar to when the Cardinals scored their first touchdown. It was assisted by a 15-yard penalty right about this spot in the field. Can the Hawks capitalize as the Cardinals did in the first half? Torres and company certainly looking well-oiled since falling down 24-0 here in this game. Running play up the middle, left tackle and room in the secondary, carrying the safety down to the 11-yard line. First and 10, a third carry in a row of over double digits on the run.
And I tell you what, that is a new running back. That is going to be Orlando Muniz, number 24, and he gets a call on that one. And this has to come down to the offensive line doing their job, because regardless of what running back is back there, they're getting big gains.
Muniz ends up gaining, let's call it 15. That's a minimum pass play. Oh, no running play up the middle. Nothing doing for the Hawks.
Yeah, Jesus number 5. He was coming in on a blitz, and what he did was he was able to get down quickly, and he was able to adjust and go lateral along that offensive line and make the tackle in the backfield.
That time they tried to go with, in this case, the hot ball carrier, Muniz. Gain that first quick yardage and then get stuffed on that one. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Hawks. 7:45 left here in this third quarter of play. Cardinals had it first, ended up having to punt. Hawks now in the red zone, taking their time here on each play. You can do that for a little while, but eventually you may have to get in a little more of a hurry. Down 3 scores. They'll run it. Quiroz up the middle. Quiroz inside the 5. Quiroz to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawks. Emilio Quiroz to the house.
Electricity now on the south side of the field, the home side for tonight, as Quiroz, he bangs in for his second touchdown of the night in a very similar fashion, taking it and ripping it right up the middle of that Cardinal defense and doing it so aggressively and physically as that little running back, Joe. He just doesn't stop.
Once he got in the secondary, it was like blink your eyes and he's past you. He's got 99 yards in the game on the ground, 15 carries. That's 6.6 yards per carry and 2 scores. Speaking of 2 scores, we're at a 2-score game, and the Hawks kick the extra point, and it's good. 10-point game. Cardinals lead, 7:23 to go here in the third.
So we talked about the stop and the score, and the Hawks were able to get both. Stop and now a score here, 2-possession game, 24-14. And I tell you what, imagine if you had that field goal right at the end.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Nothing ball game, and then the Hawks scored a touchdown, forced a turnover, had a chance to score points to close out the first half. Now, second half, Cardinals 3 and out, Hawks, as was the case when they scored their first touchdown. That offense looked unstoppable. Yes. Cardinals have returned the kick, 2 men back inside their 10. Kicker today has done a nice job for the Hawks of keeping these balls deep and non-returnable. This time, another high, deep kick into the end zone, and the Cardinals will bring it out to the 5. to the 10, left side of the 15, out to the 20, to about the 22-yard line. Not of excitement. Out to the 22.
Well, I tell you what, though, there is excitement on the field, Joe. I can feel it up here in the press box. Both teams are really looking like we got a ball game now. This is going to be a battle, and I think that right now, even though the score is 24-14, I really feel like this is anybody's game at this point. I had that feeling again when at the end of the first half I said, no, this is Cardinals all the way. And now I'm saying, especially there's another stop here, Joe, that we're going to have one of the best bird bowls we've seen in a while.
We saw the Cardinals go over the top at times in that first half, and they were productive, just like we were looking for the Hawks to go over the top. The Cardinals did and scored. Will they go that route here? Second possession, third quarter, 7:17 to go. Man in motion left to right is Damon Cantu. Handoff, running play off left tackle. Gains a couple. Maybe a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, we got a flag on the play, and then it's going to be thrown right in the middle of the pile there. And so, going to wait to see what that call's going to be.
Maybe another hold against the Cardinals.
If that's a story, Joe, that has been huge, especially in the second half for the Cardinals, as they've had a couple of, or one drive negated by penalties.
Ooh, that's a face mask against the Hawks.
So had one against the Cardinals, now one against the Hawks, and those are big 15-yard penalties, folks.
Penalty department, unofficially. Hawks 7 penalties, 80 yards. Cardinals 7 penalties, 65 yards. That was Jesus Gonzalez on the carry. Ended up gaining a couple, but the biggest gain, thank you for having the microphone on and the whistle blowing at the same time. First down for the Cardinals. Now out with some breathing room at their own 39-yard line. 6:58 left here in the third quarter. Good snap. Galvan swings a pass, left-hand side, or right side, caught. Now yards after the catch, out across the 45, and then held up and thrown down Luke McNabb.
So I think, Joe, they're going to say that his knee was down when he caught it, right? And so the linesman is going to mark it down right there, right where he caught it. And I think can't go into which one, but one of the knees was on the ground.
Catch, it's a reception, gain, nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
Completed pass, nonetheless, for Jaime Galvan, who's 16 of 26 for 210 yards. In the yardage department, we're evening up. Cardinals still outgaining the Hawks, but it's 294 to 237 on second down. That's actually a loss of a half a yard. Better than 10 yards to go. Swing pass left side. Nice catch by Cantu. Takes on a couple of tacklers. He's going to be thrown down. Gained a couple, but the Hawks did a nice job of covering that.
You know, if you're the Cardinals and you're looking at this Hawk defense right now, the secondary, again, is very strong, but they're giving a lot of cushion. They're giving 5, sometimes 10 yards of cushion to each receiver because they're expecting the Cardinals just to throw little 3-5-yard routes and then being able to come up, the safeties and cornerbacks, and make the tackle. If you're the Cardinals, right now is a chance to go downfield. I mean, you got man-on-man coverage on the outside. Take a shot.
Joe Reyna is not in the game. 3 receivers right side, 2 out to the left-hand side for the Cardinals. Under 5.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Quick pass left side. That's a completed pass. And down the sideline for the Cardinals. That's a big gain. They connected Justin Galvan. He's having one big night.
Justin Galvan has been the emergent player tonight for the Cardinals, again, doing a phenomenal job of getting space on the outside. And we're finding that when he has space, he has green grass around him, I should say artificial grass, he's really unstoppable, Joe. He's able to get the yards needed for the first down and always a little bit plus.
23 yards on the catch. Galvan now, this is Justin Galvan, 6 catches, 137 yards. He's averaging 22.8 yards per catch, and he's got 2 scores. First down play for the Cardinals. From the 33 of the Hawks, running play, left side, tripped up. Jesus Gonzalez on the carry, but he fell forward, gains 4.
You know, curious, if Reyna was still in the game, would Justin Galvan be having the night that he's having tonight? Probably not. And I think that, you know, a lot of the focus that would have gone to Reyna is not going to Galvan. He's got free space to operate with.
Take advantage of the next man up opportunity is what Justin Galvan is doing here tonight. Cardinals come up to the line. Still in the huddle. 3 receivers line up wide right. That's Dalton Mann. Wide right. Cantu in the slot. New receiver out here on the right side. See who that is. Galvan looking. Right side. Tipped incomplete off of Cantu's hands.
Yeah, and that's a turnover possibility there that the Hawks would like to get back. Number 21 was in the area. That's going to be Isaac Moreno. Tip drill there. Just not able to get his head turned around to make that catch, but definitely a big play opportunity. And the Cardinals here kind of getting stopped up a little bit as they're getting close to that red zone.
4:43 left here in the third quarter. Hawks have done what they needed to do here in the third quarter thus far, but every drive now is one they need to stop. Cardinals with the ball, Third down. Play clock down to 10 for Jaime Galvan. Shifts a man out of the backfield. Looking right side. Hits him. That's going to be Gonzalez. Makes a move, but gets wrapped up and thrown down. Fourth down coming up for the Cardinals.
I like how the Harlingen South are giving that cushion to those receivers, which is opening up those flats passes. However, they're quick to get to the ball. The safeties and cornerbacks, they do a good job of shedding blockers and then getting to make a tackle. They're giving up 2, 3, 4 yards, but they're not giving up the big play.
Cardinals hit a field goal in the first half, and it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit in here. This is a makeable field goal, as they'll mark it down at the 33. But that's a 43-yard attempt, and it used to be in high school. It's like, that's not a gimme. But right. Cardinal kicker made it look rather easy his first time out. This is Jacob Garza out of the hold of Damon Cantu from the right hash mark. Good ball placement. Kick is away. It's got the distance, and it is through. 43-yard field goal. Cardinals up 13.
Almost a replica field goal from what we saw in the first half, you know. And again, that ball just inched over that goalpost, but that's all you need. And so he puts another 3 points. And again, he's going to stretch this back out to a two-possession game here. And, you know, and the Hawks, again, doing a good job. In my case with the Hawks, that was a bend, don't break drive right there. But again, you know, they got to stop early on. They're able to keep it to a field goal here. Now that second S comes in to score again.
If you're going
Texas in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Tex in Harlingen.
Stretch the field and come out quickly and hit it. You know, you got to get that momentum back if you're Harlingen South. I think now would be a good time to really utilize those big receivers in some way or another just to make a big play happen.
We've also seen the Hawks a step away from breaking something on a kick return.
Right.
So as they send 3 men back to return this kick, this too is something to at least keep in mind. That one block or two, we may be talking about a big play on a special team. Kickoff is away. This is going to be a returnable kick from the left hash mark. This is Austin Montalvo. Gets a block, tries to get to the outside wall, turns it upfield, bounces off a man, takes on a tackler, got to the 25. Never could quite get to the outside. He got turned back in.
Yeah, I tell you what, again attacking the right side of the field, right? And so they found something in film, and they keep trying to go that way. That time, not as big of a return as the first one of the ball game tonight, but either way, the Southhawks have to feel pretty good about themselves here in the second half, right? They got to stop earlier. They held after a huge penalty, by the way, that really propelled the Harlingen Cardinals forward. They were able to get that stop to a field goal, and so you're the Hawks offense. You've got to put points on the board.
Hawks have 42 yards. I checked that, 140 yards on the ground. 97 in the air. So they have mixed it up enough to make you respect both options from an offensive view. David Torres has been red hot here. Hands the ball off, running play. It's off the left tackle. Did the football come loose? It is. They blew it dead, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to call that dead right there after a gain of only about 2 yards for Quiroz. And Quiroz, again, going back to that kind of bread and butter for him here in the latter part of the first half and then into the second half of running in between tackles, which earlier wasn't there. And again, what opens that up is the pass, Joe. And so they got to open up it with a couple of passes then to open up those lanes for Quiroz.
Otherwise, his carries look like home run or strikeout.
Right.
It's either 0 or double digits when he carries the ball. When it's predictable, he gets back in that 0 range. Low snap. Nice job by Torres just to get to it. Here comes pressure. Gets away. He's got a lot of room. 30, 35, out of bounds, 40-yard line. Torres first. Great job getting the snap, and then gets the wide open lane, gets some big yards.
A lot of people don't credit Torres for his running ability because he doesn't tuck it very often. He prefers to pass from the pocket. But when he needs to, just like he did here, he's able to turn on those jets, and he was able to get out untouched and get that first down for the Hawks.
From the 41-yard line, the Harlingen South Hawks have it. 2:56 and counting here in the third quarter. As I said last drive, it's not hurry up, the clock's going to run out on us, but every time you're looking and that play clock's getting under 10 seconds, you may be looking back at that when you're still down 2 scores once we get to that fourth quarter. First down play for Torres. Deep drop this time, has time. Now here comes pressure. The pocket collapses, gets rid of the ball. Nice job. Got hit as he threw it. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, big play there by number 36 of the Cardinals coming off the edge there. That's going to be Brian Scanlon. And he does a great job coming off the edge and really unblocked. And he has to work hard to get to Torres, but he finally does. Just in time, Torres is able to get away. But that's pressure right there is what the Cardinals need to bring to keep Torres off kilter.
He really had time to deliver a pass to the 1 or 2 option in that route. So good coverage by the Cardinals in the secondary. And then, like you said, the pressure came. Second down play. They'll run it. Here's a penalty. Nice block delivered. Turning across the 40-yard line, 45 midfield to the Cardinal territory, down to the 40-yard line, down to about the 37-yard line. Will this play stand? It might.
It was really weird, Joe, because like people didn't know whether to get excited or not because of the flag on the play. But that was an excellent designed play there for the Hawks. And what a block on the outside by Quiroz. And I think this is going against the Cardinals. I think it's going to be offsides as well.
If it is, it's a 23-yard carry, and it's the quietest it is against the Cardinals. That's the quietest 23 yards you'll ever see gained.
It was silent here.
Orlando Muniz on the carry. His third carry, and that will count. 3 carries for him, 39 yards. And the Hawks now have it at the Cardinal 37-yard line. First down play for Torres. Low snap, handed off. Quiroz running right side, bounces it outside, ducks his head, gets to the 35-yard line, gains 3, then a penalty comes in late.
Got another penalty out here. The linesman is going to call that one. And again, that's usually in the area of offside. And because usually if it's against offense, they're going to blow their whistle. So unless it's a holding as well.
Came late. That's the thing.
Okay.
Holding.
Yeah, he's calling holding.
Holding on the offense, number 72, previous spot, 10 yards, still first down.
I'll go from the previous spot, which means they wipe out the 3-yard gain by Emilio Quiroz and 10 penalty yards against the Harlingen South Hawks. Good news, it's still first down. Bad news, you're back near the midfield stripe. Worse news, clock running. 2:24 left in the third quarter. We're going to get in the fourth in a hurry. Hawks still down 2 scores. Torres takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw, looking, fires over the middle, intercepted, overthrown ball. Here come the Cardinals on the return, and they get out to the 45-yard line. Easy pickings on the overthrown ball.
Number 13, that is Justin Munives on the interception. I tell you what, when David Torres has missed tonight, it is missed high. We've seen that on the sidelines, but this time kind of took our advice and said run those receivers closer to the numbers or even inside the numbers. The problem is you throw it high there, you may have a safety behind you or a cornerback ready to pick that off, and that's exactly what happened. High thrown ball right into the hands of a Cardinal defender.
And in this case, after the play, Justin Munives, who got the interception, comes up limping, has to be assisted off the field. Hopefully he's okay. We have seen some Cardinal defenders go down in this football game. Clock stops, 2:07 left in the third quarter. Jaime Galvan and the Cardinals back on the field with a 2-score lead. Galvan turns, hands it off. Bouncing at the outside is Raiden Berry. Just takes on a tackler, got near the midfield stripe. Big scrum there, but he'll gain 4 solid yards.
Raiden Berry, once again, he's just running with a purpose and doing a great job. A little bit of scuffle there in the pile after the play, and that's going to start to happen here. It is Bird Bowl after all. But again, back to Raiden Berry. He just does a great job of keeping those legs pumping. He's kind of a north and south runner, and he gets up that gut and he gets nice yardage.
Gets 6 yards on the mark. Ball right at the midfield stripe. Nose of the football. Edges on the right on the line, middle of the field. This is as middle of the field as you can get for a play from scrimmage for the Harlingen Cardinals. Galvan sets him down. Single receiver right, 3 out to the left. Hands it off to Berry, bounces it left side, looking to turn the corner. Got the first down yardage. Well, close.
Yeah,
see
real
where
close.
that spot is.
They're going to mark him just short. They're going to say third down, watching the linesman here. And so third down coming up for the Cardinals. And really, there has not been a lot of stoppage behind the line of scrimmage on behalf of the Hawks. They've done a good job of kind of suppressing, keeping everything within 3 to 4 yards. But really, what they're needing here, if you're the Hawks, is something behind the line of scrimmage. But give it to Raiden Berry. He's a hot hand for the Cardinals.
Hawks have been relying on penalty yards to stop the drives more so than anything else. Wow, I hit the lights just perfect, didn't I? There we go. Third down play. Galvan takes it, hands it off. Berry, stutter step, got some yards, got a first down inside the 45-yard line. Then he stacked up. A nice job, a second effort by Raiden Berry, moves the chains.
Yeah, and Raiden Berry just buries himself right into the back of his guard, and he just waits there very patiently, and he waits for that hole to develop, and then he just scoots right in, and he's able to have more than enough for the first down. Nice patient running there for Raiden Berry.
Football down at the 43-yard line of the Harlingen South Hawks. Play clock at 22, game clock at 24. Cardinals will have to take at least one more snap here, and then we'll be in the fourth quarter just like that. On first down play, Galvan turns, hands it off. This is Berry again. Tries a cutback, spins forward inside the 40. Got down to the 37, and that, my friends, will take us to the fourth quarter play.
Berry doing a great job there. He stutter steps. He goes step right, sees that it's plugged up, and then he goes left, and he gets a nice gain there. And I think you're right, Joe. That'll be the last play of the third quarter.
Just like that. 2 possessions, Cardinals, 1 Hawks.
It's a good end to the Bird Bowl, in my opinion. You know, anything can happen still at this point, so that's a good thing.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
To help fulfill your retirement needs, come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
This Tuesday, Rio Sports will bring you Harlingen at Edinburgh on the girls' side. Second down play. Galvan runs a flea flicker, gets it back, penalty flag, looks to throw, over the middle, caught inside the 5. No, drop, but another penalty. Now, is this offsetting?
I think it's going to be offsetting. Yeah, I think you're right, Joe. Yeah, I think we're going to have over here on the offensive penalty, I think a hold, and then over here in the defensive side, we're going to have pass interference.
It was the flea flicker. Galvan threw it downfield for Dalton Mann. Looked like he was going to catch it, but then ball came out. All of that. We're going to replay second down from right where it's sitting.
Exactly. Lots of commotion and motion to start over again.
On the play, we have holding on number 70.
There's your hold.
On the offense, then we have holding on the receiver.
And there's your hold.
On the defense, they offset, replay the down.
There you go. Free play.
Just a free play. Put it in the books. Look at it in the film room. And both sides, the coach can say, we would have had it if you wouldn't have done that. And they can point at the guy that committed the foul. Second down, call it 4 yards to go. We're in the fourth quarter, 11:51 to go. Now is where the backs against the wall mentality needs to take over for the Harlingen South Hawks. There's no more room for giving up some extra plays here. Lead is at 13. We'll talk about that. It could still potentially be a 2-score game. Cardinals running the ball. Raiden Berry off left tackle. Did not get first down yardage. Got to right at the 36. No, right at the 35. So he's a couple yards short. That's a critical down coming up.
Yeah, fourth down coming up for the Cardinals here. And it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Is that third down? I'm sorry.
Penalty.
That's what it was, and I saw that sign flip there. So still not in that fourth down position. So third down and 2 coming up.
Berry lines up to the right side of Jaime Galvan. Cardinals need to get it inside the 33, then you're assured a first down. From the 35, Jaime Galvan lets the clock run. Game clock at 11:10. Play clock at 6. Look to throw. Right side, caught by Berry. Got a block, turns it upfield. Braden Berry down the sideline, inside the 25. Penalty at the end of the play. As he got it to the 21, this is probably a horse collar that's going to tack on extra yards.
Yeah, I saw the way that he came down awkwardly there. It looked like his back pinned back down. And so that's going to probably be a horse collar. Yep, that's what it is. And that's going to be a big-time penalty against the Hawks here as they're kind of holding here and they're trying to keep the Cardinals from advancing. And that is going to kind of break the well. And Cardinals are going to move really close within, I think, a first and goal here. But what about a run from Raiden Berry? The catch and then able to get it upfield, just doing a great job there of following his blocker on the outside and creating space there.
16-yard pitch and catch. But now as the chains move and the penalty yards is marked off, it's a first and goal, well, no, just outside the 10. So first and 10, Cardinals can still get a first down on this. And if you're Coach Manny Gomez, you wouldn't mind getting a first down here and then getting an extra 4 set of downs to take some additional time off the clock. Berry running right side. Penalty flag on the plays. He takes it inside the 5, ridden out at the 2. Now we'll see what this penalty's about. Could be hold against the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think this will be against the Cardinals as it was in that spot that is usually holding. And I tell you what, I'm watching these plays extend to the end, Joe, and really those tackles are pushing a little bit further and further out of bounds as each one goes. And I think that little stickiness, little chippiness, if you will, is starting to increase here in the fourth quarter.
Holding on the offense. Number 22.
There it is, holding on the offense.
10 yards, still first down.
From the spot. It was 1st and 10 from the 10. Where did they say the spot occurred? It was back there around the line of scrimmage. So they move it outside the 20. Again, okay, we'll talk about it real quick. Hawks can still give up one more field goal here and say it's a 2-possession game.
Sure.
They don't want to, but they could if the bend don't break mentality is in place. Galvan, empty backfield, drops back to throw. He wants a bunch, firing left-hand side, and he's looking for Cantu, incomplete pass.
Yeah, just a little bit underthrown that time. Great job by the cornerback, though, leading him to the corner of the end zone, and that does not allow him to make the comeback in order to try to get to the football toward the inside of the field. And so, again, as I'm watching, good job by the secondary, really holding their water tonight against these Cardinal receivers.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 10:33 left here in the fourth quarter. 2nd down, 10 yards to go, or make it 20 from just outside the 21-yard line. Again, the Cardinals can get a first down by getting inside the 1-yard line. On 2nd down, empty backfield for Galvan, looking for it all again. Has a ton of time, middle of the field this time, back of the end zone, and incomplete.
Just a little bit overthrown there. He actually came down with it, looks like, but he was already out of the end zone. And so this is going to bring up, kind of a 3rd down and 20 for the Cardinals. And they've been in this position. They can actually kick a field goal from here, Joe, if they wanted to. And so the Hawks here looking for one more stop and then hoping that the field goal kicker gets a little bit icy.
They're doing what you're wanting the Hawks to do, though. They're going for it all. They're going over the top.
Take
shots.
Take shots.
2 shots in the end zone in a row for Galvan. This time he'll keep 2 backs in the backfield, or a single back. No, 2 backs. Who's the quarterback? It's going to be a Wildcat formation. That's Galvan. That's a penalty on the play. Delay? No.
Timeout.
Oh, timeout.
Harlingen.
They were going to get a delay. They were down to 3 seconds when that whistle blown. 10:24 left here in the fourth quarter. All right, you're Manny Gomez. What are you saying to your guys right now?
You want to win Bird Bowl right here. I think this is an opportunity to say we can win the game here. Really, if you're able to punch one in for a touchdown, it's really going to extend that game, right? And you're going to have that opportunity to say, not that you can rest for the rest of the game, but you have that confidence now. And so here's the point. You want to win it? Do it right now. This is the play. 3rd down and 20. Get into the end zone, and then we get to kind of hold on to our lead. And I feel like that's the call right now. You want to win it or not? Do it right now.
Hawks on their side. What do they say?
Don't give up the touchdown. Don't give up the I mean, you want to win? Don't give up the touchdown. Or give up a score at all, but at the very least, hold tight. Don't pass it, interfere. Don't hold on the defense side because they're going to probably throw the ball. But do you want to win? You got to hold them.
No Joe Rain in the ball game. We believe he has an injured shoulder. We'll confirm that. Kevin Naro with the Valley Morning Star was up here talking to us, said looked like it was a shoulder. Won't speculate, but he's not in the game. I'll tell you that. He would be used right here. Cantu in motion. Fake the pitch. Looking to throw. Galvan has some time. Looking again. End zone. Wide open corner. Touchdown Cardinals.
Who had Raiden Berry? That's
Nobody.
What I want to know. Because he was wide open. Busted coverage here. They ran a pick play, Joe. That's what happened. And so basically the cornerback was on Berry, but then he picked up the receiver, and then Berry just slipped right behind him. There was no safety coverage there. So it was a little pick play on the outside and did a great job of executing that. Raiden Berry, he was wide open. Nobody was close to him in the end zone.
So if that was the speech, you want to win the Bird Bowl right here. Cardinals execute.
They did it.
Extra point coming up. 33-14, 10-16 left in the fourth quarter. And this place got eerily quiet on the home side for the Hawks. High snap, ball down anyway. Kick up, long, high, and good. Cardinals up 34-14. Hawks going to have to go to work. Need some help.
Yeah, 3 times.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit Coletti's.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Tonight, most important thing, I need a win. Next week, they take on Rivera, a very winnable game. They're a decided favorite. Harlingen South Hawks came in on a roll. Got beat last week. Lose this one. taking on Hannah next week. The two teams going into the playoffs, but on what kind of roller coaster?
That's exactly right. I agree with you. It's almost like a flip-flop skid there.
Cardinals to kick the ball off from the 40. And I've heard fans grumbling about this Cardinal team, but yet they're on the verge of doing something special. Hawks, though, with time left here in this ball game, are going to need to open this offense up. The kickoff in the end zone, they'll start off in their own 25. Do they go deep immediately, Aaron Saenz?
Yeah, I think you need to stretch the play. You know, and I've been saying, I know I sound like a broken record. You got to go back to those big receivers. You got to let them make some plays, throw it down. I know that last one ended up in an interception, and you get that, and that's what's going to happen. And you talked about that, Jordy. You said, look, sometimes the coach will go conservative because you don't want to turn the ball over. But you got nothing to lose now. You're down 34-14. You know, really, you got nothing to lose. You got to throw it out there. You got to see what you can do. You know, give Torres an opportunity. You know, throw it up, open it up, and then let Quiroz bust one up the middle. That's what I say.
David Torres is 8 of 17 for 97 yards and 1 interception. Hands it off to Quiroz, runs it up across the 30-31-yard line. That's 6 strong yards, but now I'm going to start harping on this. That clock is running.
10:05 and going. The Hawks do have their 3 timeouts, right? But even at that, I think that this is the time to go and stretch that field, right? Because we know that then it opens up Quiroz. Quiroz is due for a big one too, but you got to get those passes out so that it can open up that box for him.
17 carries, 108 yards. A solid night. 2 touchdowns for Emilio Quiroz. Stays in the backfield here on second and call it 4. Looking to throw is Torres. Looking, has a man downfield, right-hand side. He's got time, gets it off. Incomplete pass. That had 6 written all over it.
And to me, that was just a body positioning thing for the receiver here. Now, that's number 12 on the reception. Let me get his name. I know it's Gabriel, I believe,
Perez,
right?
Yes.
Bettis, and it was just position. He couldn't turn around. If he could have turned that body to the outside, that would have been 6.
He just breezed past that corner, about 6 yards past the line of scrimmage. Had that ball been delivered and he made that right turn, he would have walked for the last 20 yards of that long catch. Instead, incomplete pass. 3rd down. Clock stops with 9:38 left here in the 4th quarter. Hawks on a shotgun formation. Torres hands it off up the middle. Quiroz running, has some room into the 40, 45-yard line. Rises through a tackle, gets to the 49-yard line, stays on his feet, finally goes down. Emilio Quiroz not giving up here.
I tell you what, I don't know how many defenders had their hands in the breadbasket. They were trying to rip that football out from all different angles, and Quiroz held on to it tightly and did a great job of protecting that football because he got stood up, and he was still pumping his legs. Look at this, 1, 2, coming in, and just everybody trying to strip that ball from him.
He gained 16 in the night, 18 carries, 124 yards. Meanwhile, you're looking at 299 yards of offense for the Hawks. Cardinals have gained 392. First down play. Torres hands it off. Running play right side, short side of the field. Good block delivered into Cardinal territory down to the 45-yard line. Nice stretch at the end of that run by Corbin Hendrick.
What a block there by number 54, Brandon Olivares, and he does a great job of just breaking enough of a seam for Corbin Hendrick to get through, and he's out there making some big plays on the outside as an interior offensive lineman.
For Corbin Hendrick, that's his 4th carry. He's got 30 yards, averaging 7.5 yards per carry. Hawks, as a team, averaging 7.4 per carry on the ground. Torres lines up here, turns, hands the ball off. Running play again, it's Hendrick, has some room, takes it inside the Cardinal 40, down to the 39. That's enough for a first down.
Corbin Hendrick on the carry there, and you're going to like to hear that he's a junior running back, and he runs really hard for the Hawks. We do have a flag on the field.
See what this is about. Clock stops with 8:28 left in the 4th quarter. And that's the only thing that you really circle on a drive like this. If this were 2nd, 3rd quarter, this would be a great drive.
Right.
But you're down 3 scores, and this time is just going. Long conversation. Here comes the call.
We have a dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 82 on the offense.
You heard that, my friends.
End the run.
That will hurt the Hawks. It was a running play that got him a first down, but unsportsmanlike takes that away, and they'll mark it back into Hawk territory all the way back at the 47-yard line. That's where they'll have it. 2nd down. Clock stands at 8:28 left in this ball game. Hawks do have 3 timeouts left, and I'm starting to talk about that kind of stuff because that's just where we're at in this game right now. It is a first down, so that happened after the run. David Torres, you look at it statistically, Torres 8 of 18, 97 yards. Quiroz has 124 yards on the ground. Torres swings a pass right side to Quiroz. Needs to make a man miss. Won't. Gets banged out of bounds.
Yeah, and how is he was able to get rid of that football? That was a miracle right there. It looked like as soon as he threw it, his hand got caught up in the defender because it was coming down hard. And Quiroz, again, just like magically appears, and able to get it looks like not any positive yards, but nonetheless, could have avoided or did avoid a sack potentially there for Torres.
Lost 2. Then Emilio Quiroz. Clock's running. 7:46 left here in this ball game. Harlingen South. Pass play right side. Completed pass down the sideline. Taking on a tackler. Staying inbounds and getting a first down for the Hawks. How about that run after the catch?
Yeah, Christian Cortez there, the senior H-back, doing a great job of getting out into the flat, and he would not be denied. I thought he was going to step out of bounds, but he took a sidestep, get back in bounds, and he just pushed forward until he got that first down.
Gain 16, and the drive continues for the Hawks. They've been here once already this drive. Torres looks to throw. Pressured. Now he's got some room. Can he get to the outside? Yeah, he did. To the 30. Oh, wrapped up there. Ends up gaining 11. Nearly broke that.
Yeah, barring that tackle there by number 13 from the Cardinals, that's going to be Justin Munives. He came in just at the right time because Torres was about to break one for the corner of that end zone. And he just does a great job. Again, I talked earlier, doesn't design run a lot, but when he scrambles, he's dangerous.
Gained 11. David Torres, first down for the Hawks. Under 7 minutes to go in the game. Man in motion right to left. Hawks want to throw. Looking over the middle field. Man wide open. Sliding catch made inside the 20. 1st and 10 in the red zone of the Hawks.
Brady Bennett there doing a nice job of getting open. And really, he wanted to go deeper downfield. I think he wanted to take a shot to the end zone, but Bennett was on the underneath route here and just doing a great job of getting some space, catching the football, holding on to, getting that arm underneath it for the completion.
Hawks in the Cardinal red zone. Clock stops with 6:49 to go as they took some time setting the chains up now. Not sure why they haven't started the clock. Everything's spotted from the football perspective. This is helping the Hawks on this first down play. Hand off to Quiroz. Bounces it outside. Takes it inside the 10. Down to about the 9-yard line. Gains 9.
What a nice little run there. Again, the pass opens up the run. Look, folks, I'm telling you what, this play design and this play calling early on in the game, I think there would have been a different outcome here tonight so far. But this is what happens. When you can open up the field with that pass, Quiroz got a lot of room to run.
Clock running. 6:26 to go. Second and about a yard and a half to go for the Harlingen South Hawks from just inside the Cardinal 10. Quiroz running play right side. Up in it. Got to about the 6. Here comes a flag. Oh, no, it's not. That's fans throwing something yellow over there. Did you see that?
No. Well, and also, these guys have yellow towels, too, so I get confused as well.
A fan threw a flag about 6 feet in the air above all those student section over there, and it looked like it was coming our way.
Well, and it's a childhood cancer awareness, by the way. There was a presentation at halftime, and so that's what those yellow flags are for. But, yeah, it's caught my eye a couple times.
First and goal for Quiroz and the Harlingen South Hawks. Torres takes a snap, turns, hands it off to Quiroz, bounces it outside. Got through one tackle, gets hit, wrapped up. Clock running. 5:45 to go, couple-yard game.
Yeah, his fullback there did a good job of getting the outside and getting the seal block, but he got backed up, and then that bump Quiroz. So just that little bump allowed the linebacker to come over and make the tackle.
Hawks ready, quickly up to the line. Quick snap, handoff again. Quiroz stacked up, will not get in. Got back to about the 1.5.
Well, Quiroz is looking to go 3 for 3 on touchdowns for the Hawks tonight. He's got 2 already, and he's trying to rumble his way into that end zone for the third one. But he's going to come out now, and Corbin Hendrick, fresh set of legs, is coming on the field.
Also coming in on the field is Orlando Muniz.
Mm-hmm. He had that one big run earlier, remember?
Yeah, he had one for 15 and one for 23, so he's got a couple. Clock running. 5 minutes to go in the game. Torres hands it off. Running play left side. That is a touchdown. Hawks is Corbin Hendricks to the house.
Got the Lightning, bring in the Thunder now.
Penalty on the far side, probably against the Cardinals.
As long as it's not a yellow towel, I will say that's a penalty. I think you're right. It is a penalty.
We have offsides.
Yeah. On defense. So this will be offsides, and it will be declined. Touchdown, Hawks. 34-20 to score now here with 4:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. I do want to say that the Hawks have all 3 timeouts. Cardinals have 2.
Hawks extra point team in. That drive, again, any other time in the game, you're saying that's a terrific drive. but it took a lot of time off the clock. Extra point is good. Hawks will kick it off. Cardinals lead by 2 scores. So
Monster Car Wash has it all. Bring your ride and we'll make it right. Save $5 on the Golden Monster Wash with your ticket stub. Interior wipe down, vacuum, and polish. Relax and grab a bite while we make your ride look new again. That's the good stuff. Monster Car Wash, #1.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
How about an onside kick opportunity for the Harlingen South Hawks? It very well could be. If it's not, it's going to be.
Yeah, right. It's going to have to be. Exactly. No, but what's interesting, though, is even though I feel like the Cardinals have really been in control of the ballgame tonight, but the Hawks have just kind of kept it interesting. Like, they just come back at the right time just to kind of say, well, we may have a football game here.
Remember, it was 24-0 at one time.
Right.
So from that point, you build on the confidence that the Hawks have outscored them. Mm-hmm. The penalty was against the Cardinals on that extra point, and it's a 15-yarder, which means the Hawks are kicking off from the Cardinal 45. If ever you're going to try an onside kick, at least field position says if it goes 10 yards, the worst you're doing is handing the ball to the Cardinals at the 35.
That's right.
Hawks lining up. Overload the right side. Ball needs to go 10 yards, and they are going for the onside kick. It takes a nice bounce, but goes out of bounds. Penalties thrown because the kick went out of bounds, but boy, had that taken one high bounce there at the end, Hawks had that.
Yeah, and it just rode that 10-line mark. It was kind of like it just, so here I see you 10-yard mark, and then it just kind of just went right on the line.
The official, if he's spotting the ball, it would have been the distance needed, the exact 10 yards.
+5, or went out of bounds, first down.
First down, Cardinals by no means will decline that penalty because they understand that was real close to. So you look at that and say, all right, get a stop. Mm-hmm. Because if we score, we may be able to execute that.
Yeah.
Cardinals, though, have the football and a 2-score lead. Jaime Galvan and company have racked up 392 yards of offense. Right behind them are the Hawks with 375. Running play right side, that goes for nothing.
A little conservative play call here for the Cardinals, and rightfully so. You know, you have the lead here by 13 points, under 5 minutes in the ball game, and right now for the Cardinals, we want to protect the football and take time off the clock. That's really the two things that you want to get objectively done here.
Jesus Gonzalez on the carry, 4 carries, 15 yards on the night. But Cardinals, right now, are watching the clock run. 4:25 in the game, 17 in the play clock. They're not even in any hurry at all to break out of this huddle. They'll do so at the 10-second mark. Galvan will let this run down near 4 minutes left in the game before he takes a snap. Play clock down to 2. Takes a snap, hands it off. Running play, Barry. Right side, drives forward. Got across the 45 to the 46. Did the Hawks burn a timeout yet? No.
I tell you what I like about Raiden Berry's running style is that he always falls forward, and so he doesn't allow himself to get hit and then go negatively. He's always trying to fall forward, gain that extra 1 or 2 yards. So hard run there. And we're going to have a timeout. Cardinals.
Supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
It's always a holiday at the Restore.
Come check us out at 507 North 1st Street.
Miss a day, miss a deal.
We're open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit us today.
There's lots to see and do in the Rio Grande Valley. If this means the world to you, trust your vision to Gulf Coast Eye Institute. For over 25 years, we've served patients with comprehensive care using the latest technology. Our team of doctors cover a wide spectrum of eye care specialties with locations across South Texas for your convenience and always treat you with compassionate care. We want you to keep seeing and doing everything South Texas has to offer. Gulf Coast Eye Institute. Your world, your vision.
Pettis back to return this one. There's still 3:51, still 2 timeouts remaining for the Hawks. Like I said, if anyone can make some quick play happen, it's going to be the South Hawks. So here's a chance. You got to air it out, though. You got to get it downfield, and then maybe after a while, airing it out, give it to Quiroz, see if you can bust a long one.
You're scripting it for Harlingen South. 3:51 left in this game. You need to score in about 50 seconds. And then even if you don't get an onside kick, you got a couple timeouts left.
That's right.
That's really what you're looking at if you really want to script this out. Low snap. Nice job of the punter to get to that ball. Got rid of it just in time, and a penalty flag comes out. It's going to be rolled dead about the 18 if that's against the Hawks, and I believe it is.
Yeah. It's going to be, I think it's going to be roughing the passer, to be honest with you, Joe, because it was an intentional push of that punter, and that is just a mental breakdown right there.
Cardinal punter's down. They'll attend to him. He did a good job. The ball hit the ground. And there's a difference there. Fans that are used to watching football in a lot of ways and maybe don't understand the punting situation with this rugby-style punt that's now in play. If the punter takes off running in any way, shape, or form, even if it's a designed rollout to punt it, as soon as he becomes a ball carrier, he is liable to get hit. But if he's standing there, as was the case here, fields a punt, even though it hits the ground first, that's not a fumble. It's still a fieldable ball for the punter. He has free access to kick that football.
That's right. And it's a mental mistake here, and for, and like I said, I think it's complex when you have a rugby style punter. Is your defender, like, is he a runner? Is he kicking? Is he a runner? Is he kicking? But, that was a clear punt, and it was a hit well afterwards. So, that's going to be something you look at film tomorrow and be like, hey, you got to do better than that.
Of the Hawks penalties tonight, 10 of them. 5 of them have been the 15-yard variety. This one prevents him from having the football. New set of downs for Jaime Galvan. Hands it off Raidenberry, running off right tackle, gets stacked up. He'll gain maybe a yard.
Yeah, Raidenberry there. Again, this is total, clock control right now, and they're going to go ahead and take their time. I do see a flag on the field once again, and it's also a timeout for the South Hawks, I believe.
They won't have to use it if, there's a timeout. I thought there was a flag, too.
But maybe that was a towel. I'm telling you, it's really hard, folks, as we're watching. I think it was a towel that fell off a belt. They're the same color. Wow.
At the second timeout for Harlingen South. Clock stops with 3:34 left in this football game.
Or so.
Third spot, potentially two. Well, probably third spot. Yeah, third spot. But they're a big school, small school, so they'd be the second spot in the big school.
Got it.
Second down play for the Cardinals and Jaime Galvan. They'll most likely run this ball with Barry. Lets the play clock run, even though the game clock has stopped. They'll still let it run down to 7. Handoff Barry, hitting the backfield. Got away from one man, drags forward, ended up gaining a yard. Like you said, he always seems to find a way to gain a yard.
Yeah, he just falls forward, and he's not a real big back, but he's aggressive in his running style, and he's able to just, even after yards after contact, he's going to add a couple every single time.
Hawks burn their final timeout, and if this were the drive after getting it to a one-score game, this is exactly what you want.
Right.
But right now you're looking to try to get the ball back down 2 scores. Harlingen Hawks.
Third down and 8 coming up, and this is crucial again for the Hawks. And what I appreciate, though, Joe, is that there's still that let's try to get this. I know we're down a couple scores, but it's not just giving in and saying, all right, we lost this one, let's move on to the next. And so this is kind of saying, let's get the ball back one more time and let's see what we have. I like that.
Well, again, I like the competitiveness of the South Hawks when you look at this, that if we're playing against a playoff team, how do we compete against a team that's going to be in the postseason?
Right.
And in this case, there's some things you can coach up and say we could win this football game if we do this. And that's what you're always looking for. Pass play for the Cardinals. That's a catch. And a first down, it appears.
And that should be the icing on the cake right there, Joe. It's going to be a first down. They'll briefly stop the clock right now to reset the chains, but then it'll keep going. No timeouts now remaining for the Hawks. And that was just kind of the dagger right there for Harlingen High. Great play call, trying to get the receiver out in some space. They do it, and that should pretty much do it for the Hawks.
Dalton Mann on the catch, his third reception of the game. He's got 31 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different receivers in the game tonight used by Jaime Galvan. Is this the best you've seen the Harlingen Cardinal offense look?
Yes, easily yes.
First down play for the Cardinals. 2:55 left. Play clock running. Down to 4. Handoff to Barry. Running it up the middle. Hit at the 25. Hawks can't stop the clock anymore.
Yeah, and I go back to that answer, and I say that, and I really believe that this is the best I've seen this offense. And I'm going to tell you what, and I said this at halftime to Kevin, I said I've seen the progression of Galvan throughout the season, and I've seen him progress. And what's different now is he has more poise. He's more poised. He's not taking as many risky chances, and he's protecting the football. He just looks like he's maturing as the season goes on.
He's opening it up with multiple receivers. If Joe Reyna can get in the mix. He's been ineffective in this game. Was out after maybe 2 plays from scrimmage. Running play, Cardinals. Left-hand side, down inside the 15, staying in bounds, down to the 10, and then finally out of bounds. That's a new ball carrier in the game for the Harlingen Cardinals. And nice yards on that carry by, who else?
Justin
Galvan.
That's his brother, by the way. Did you know that? Kevin Otter was telling me
that.
That's their brothers.
Yes.
Jaime and then now Justin Galvan is a younger brother, and they have an older brother who plays defense. So the Galvan brothers showing up tonight in Bird Bowl and now running Wildcat with Justin, and he did it really well.
Justin Galvan. What kind of night has he had? Let's see. 6 catches, 137 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 carry, 18 yards on that run right there. Stays in the game in a Wildcat formation here. Going to run it. Right-hand side, takes on a tackler, spins forward down inside the 5. Is this the confidence maker that Manny Gomez is looking for his team? Some would say, why are you trying to score points? He's trying to get an offense in sync.
And it's all about momentum, like you talked about rolling into the playoffs. And so you got to win tonight. You have Rivera up next week. That's an opportunity to perhaps see some younger players also get some reps at the end of that game. Not to be overconfident, but at the same time, kind of realistic. And so you're picking up. Now you get to go 3 games and winning in a row into the playoffs.
Again, it's the Bird Bowl. There's a whole lot of city pride on the line right here. Cardinals will have to take a snap. They will. Low snap. Justin Galvan running left-hand side in the end zone. Touchdown, Justin Galvan on the ground.
I tell you what, aside from number 6, Joe Reyna, from what I'm seeing tonight and then in the culmination of the season, is this Justin Galvan, number 26. He is emerging quickly here at the halfway point of the season to the latter part of the season as a serious threat for the Cardinals. And I think with Reyna being out, and hopefully he's okay, right? But I think with the focus of Reyna, Galvan has just shined tonight.
7 receivers, one of those Justin Galvan. Galvan now on 3 carries, 29 yards. And the Cardinal offense, 443 yards of offense tonight. They put up 40 points, make it 41. Extra point is good. 47 seconds left in the Bird Bowl.
I tell you, throughout the whole...
Savings at Mikasa Furniture. Score big at Mikasa Furniture.
7533 Boca Chica Boulevard, Brownsville.
Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
harp on me too, and they say, well, every year you say that there's going to be the Hawks here. And I said, it's true, but I'm also looking at the Hawks as far as their underclassmen. I'm looking at their freshman team. I'm looking at the 8th grade teams that are coming up from Vela and Coakley, and they're good ball players. There's some good teams that are coming up in the system. And so this team right now is getting a chance to really set the tone for those younger guys.
And so you look at that, and you look at, and I know these coaches look at it with a lot of interest.
Mm-hmm.
What are our feeder teams doing? What are they? Because even in the San Benito game, I was talking to them and the coaches, and they were telling me, well, I'm not sure how we're going to do tonight. We're going to compete. We have a chance to win this game. We're going to have to make some plays. But Joe, this was they were telling me, our younger guys are rolling over to San Benitos. They're coming.
Right.
And the Hawks are doing the same thing. So the Bird Bowl next year, maybe that one is the one that, it just may be one of those down to the wire last second games.
Yeah, but I mean, so Torres is junior. You got Corbin Hendrick, a junior. A lot of the offensive line is seniors, but they're going to have some players coming back next year. A little extra antics on the field right now.
Indeed.
Uh-oh. Don't want to do that. So
Cardinals could have delivered a hit on that one.
Man.
Extracurricular stuff. We'll let that get out of the way. Cardinal fans stuck around having some fun over there. Again, the Hawks next week will be on the road, and they'll be taking on Brownsville Hanna. And that is it's a meaningful game for Harlingen South. Again, you're going to throw yourself up against a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cardinals will be taking on Rivera, an opportunity for them to get healthy. Quiroz on a run gets out of bounds about the 41-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain. Emilio Quiroz will have solid numbers when you look at the stat sheet and when Kevin Naro's story comes out for the Valley Morning Star. I've got him 23 carries, 158 yards.
Definitely a bright spot for the Hawks tonight. I've enjoyed watching him run the ball tonight. Joey's a senior also, and so I just love the aggression that he runs with. And so it's kind of been like the Quiroz and the Galvan show, right? On both sides of the ball. Justin Galvan, that is. On the other side, though, Jaime had a good night, but I feel like those have been kind of the two key players for both teams that really shine tonight.
Personal foul after that against the Hawks. So that's another 15-yard penalty against the Hawks. Quiroz on the night, unofficially, 23 carries, 158 yards. Hawks, 262 yards rushing, 127 yards in the air. That's a good mix. Cardinals, 106 on the ground, 337, 7 different receivers, 3 touchdowns through the air for the Harlingen Cardinal offense. First down play, Hawks going to run it. This is Quiroz, takes it out across the 25 to the 28-yard line, and that could do it. 30 seconds on the game clock. Nobody in a hurry to get out of that pile.
So next week, Joe, South goes to Brownsville to play Hanna.
Yes.
What does that look like for you right now?
I don't know what kind of Hanna team's going to walk out on the football field. They've got nothing to gain, nothing, and a lot to lose by playing some key players in that game. And they're poised to make a huge run, Aaron.
Right.
When they've got the victory they got in the middle of the season, their coaching staff understood we've got a great football team. And so I don't know, as a running play by Quiroz wraps it up. Bird Bowl belongs to the Cardinals. That's the way this will wrap up. They throw a penalty at the end of it.
Well, Coach Gomez got soaked over there. He got a Gatorade bath, and talk about that, for a quick second. Coach Gomez talked about the importance of this game tonight, a crucial, pivotal moment in the season here as they're getting ready for the playoffs. That's a big win for the Cardinals, and I think they needed that win, and the players are celebrating by dousing their coach.
Face mask on the defense, penalty guy. That's a game.
So the Cardinals commit a penalty to